I'm vibing to that intro song. I'm going to be honest with you. The Streamlabs little random intro song, or StreamYard rather, random little intro song's not bad. It's not bad. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. It is Unqualified Experts Day. We will be joined shortly by the lovely Miss Mint Salad Saw, aka Autistic Boobs, on Twitter. And we're going to give great advice to the internet while we see Autistic Boobs do her cute little dancing. It's my favorite thing. Hi everybody. First of all, welcome to the stream. How's everybody doing tonight? John Edgar, XM202, Party Cheeks. Hi RJP, V Real, Backhand, Ryan Dyer, Deadpool, Healer. Hey, Healer. I don't know what you're talking about. I have never held this up to anything. Oh, dude, those memes are killing me. Actually, I want to post some of those. Like so bad. Courtney, hi, Conrad, what's up? Welcome. Hi, Spike in Madness. I also want to thank the lovely Backhand. He every single stream. Not only, I need to shout out my freaking awesome mods. Not only is he awesome, and he kicks us off towards Bikini every single stream and gives love and gives hugs. He is the most excellent gift maker. He makes gifts of every single stream and they're always awesome. But Mr. Backhand, I got your love and I got your hugs. 675. We are 3.38% of the way to Bikini Show, which, by the way, is at 147 tonight, you guys. Hi, Douglas. What's up, Trev, the gamer and comics? Welcome to the stream. Tall, dark, and gruesome. Hi. Thank you so much. Hi, Boosh McFadden. Old Nerdy. The gifts and the gifts. Exactly. You know what's up. Healer, I already have ideas of what I want to get for Christmas. So I'm going to be doing my shopping next month. You don't want to go too soon, but you got to start putting stuff away in closets and hiding them. Hi, Daniel. We love Daniel too, of course. Hi, Caparo. Fright Club, what's up, Fright Club? Welcome to the stream. As usual, he gives me this amazing, gorgeous intro. Kyle Cluckin too. What's up, Kyle? Welcome to the stream. Mint Salad is here. You guys, it is double bikini tonight. Bikini tonight. Hi, with the beautiful Mint Salad in her Camp Crystal Lake outfit. Oh my God.
Yeah, so I'm celebrating Friday the 11th because last Friday the 13th happened during Black and White month, which was last month. So I was like, I want to do Friday the 13th part 4. And that review came out today.
Oh, hell yeah. How did you like it? So you did part 4, like the 4th movie?
Yeah. It was pretty good. I felt like, it's like, it has a formula of, it's got a Friday the 13th formula, but it introduces Tommy. And I hear Tommy is going to be a real big deal in the future movies.
Okay.
He's already a pretty cool kid. And he's the only one thinking with his top head, not his bottom head, if you know what I'm saying.
Good for him. Does that mean that he lives because he's not thinking with his bottom head? Yeah. I like that, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's thinking with his body. And this is the first look that I recall. I could be wrong, but this is the first look of Jason underneath the mask.
Ooh.
That I've seen. Is pretty cool.
Ooh, okay. Damn, this is making me wonder. I gotta get on top of my scary movie game because I have not been watching scary. I need to get back on it because. Ooh, excuse me.
What's your favorite scary movie?
What's your favorite scary movie? That's a tough one. See, people ask me that, and I have the hardest time answering because there's so many good ones. I honestly think one of them is 30 Days of Night. I always bring that up. I just think it's such an underrated horror vampire movie.
I have not seen that.
Ooh, I would be curious to see a review on it.
Ooh, that'd be cool. My review schedule for this month is completely filled out.
I bet.
So
I bet.
I've got some bangers coming out. The top of my mind goes Beetlejuice, and I did a whole Beetlejuice cosplay.
Very nice.
Have you ever heard of Hell House LLC?
No. Is it good, or have you not watched it yet?
I have watched it. It's pretty good. If you like Blair Witch, I think you'd like this style because it's a documentary style and it's found footage.
I never saw Blair Witch because I had it spoiled for me when it came out. Because my dad,
you have to watch it.
I gotta go back. Yeah, that's what everybody says. The guy, my dad was like close friends, it was his guitarist, dubbed the movie when it came out. So everybody, when it first came
Oh,
out,
nice.
oh, it's fake. I mean, it's real. And I immediately knew that it was just a fake, like it was like just a regular ass Hollywood movie. And so for some it just killed my interest in it. But I know I gotta go back and watch it.
I did hear that there's like a lot of speculation on if it was real or not when it first came out, and like, here I am, like last year, I reviewed it, not having grown up with the context of, oh, this is fake, but like it's a cool idea, and the way that it's filmed really adds to the psychological horror.
Yeah.
Is what I like to call that genre.
You're right. It is a psychological horror because it's really just sort of keeping you on the edge of your seat the entire time.
Mm-hmm. I like psychological horror more than gore.
You know, it's funny. I also like, as much as I do, and I do like gore, don't get me wrong. Like I love a gory movie. They don't mess me up at all. But I actually
I'm
find
really
myself,
squeamish.
oh, are you? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Then so have you seen Terrifier?
Oh God, someone requested me to watch the two first Terrifiers, and I've seen both of them. And I'm like, this is just blood everywhere. And I just had to focus on the plot. I was like, but the plot doesn't make any sense. Why would this woman do this? Why would she go down this dark alley? I would not at all. You know, it's
There was a lot about it that I know. I'm so sorry, Backhand. See, it's a controversial movie. There's old nerdy in the chat too. There's a controversial movie. Backhand recommended, and here I was just singing Backhand's praises earlier, because he's so wonderful. But he recommended um the Terrifier, and I watched it, and I was just not a huge fan of the first one, but I haven't seen the second one yet. And so poor Backhand, this comes up at least once a stream, I swear to God.
Terrifier 2 is more gory. Another gory movie, but has a decent plot, or at least better plot than Terrifier. House, but the Japanese House, not the American House. I think from 82.
Okay.
Yeah, let me look it up real quick. I think it's House 1982. Let me double check.
While you look that up, I'm going to thank the lovely RJP, aka Party Cheeks. Healer said 85. Party Cheeks, thank you so very much for the golden shower boy. And he sent it with a heart. He sent it with a heart for us. RJP, thank you so much for the wonderful golden shower boy. We are at 1675, 8% of the way towards Bikini Show,
Nice.
157, and it is double bikini tonight. Double bikini.
Double bikini.
And I know you bought a whole bunch of cute bikinis because they were on sale too. I'm very excited.
Yeah, I bought that from a while ago. I'm like, do I have any more bikinis, like fresh new bikinis? I know like I can mix and match the tops because like the black top and a orange bottom, perfect for Halloween. You know, good theme.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
I love that color. Oh, we got another. Oh my goodness, we got another one. I also did, you can't really see it super well, but you can kind of see there's purple lights sort of mixed in here. And then I also have orange lights. You can't see a lot of it, but you can see it a little bit. There's like orange and purple lights.
I can see the orange better on camera than purple.
Yeah. Definitely the orange pops a lot more on camera. Was not a lot. We did get another golden shower boy from Mad Amos. Mad Amos, thank you so much. Yeah, we'll just do a little one of these every time.
Nice.
If you want scary found footage thing, he said, watch the Backrooms video from Kane Pixels on YouTube and the A- Sync research channel. It's creepy AF. Whoa. Is this like, Matt Amos, is this produced stuff or like legitimate stuff? I guess it would probably be produced stuff, but they did a good job of making it look legitimate. Have you heard of that, Mint?
No, I haven't.
Oh, me neither.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, Backrooms videos from Kane Pixels on YouTube. Right, that's going to be my thing. I want to try to remember that. That would be good. Whoa, we just got a bit. Whoa, hold on. I got to refresh because I think we just got a big one here. It just shot up.
Ooh.
It just shot up. Oh my goodness, and it did because we just got, wow. Okay, so Backhand, RJP, Matt Amos, thank you so much. And then we got an orange boy from Dan A. He said, for all the
Ooh.
pumpkins.
On theme. Perfectly on theme. Okay.
So
All the
many-
super chat colors. All the super chat colors are great for autumn leaves. You got red, you got orange, you got yellow, right? And then pink, not really one ish. It can be, depends on what type of leaf.
That's
But
true.
then you got like the base colors, you got the membership ones, and also like $2, $5, $2. Those are green, and then like a dark green for the membership chat ones. So it's like, oh, they're all tree colors.
They're all tree colors.
Just realized this.
That's so perfect. Oh my God, you guys, thank you so much. And then also for Kate, Danny, thank you so much for the orange boy. And K9 Taze with another orange boy for Pete's sake. Also, speaking of pumpkins, I forgot about these bad boys. K9 Taze, thank you so much. He said, happy Friday. You guys look great tonight, as always. Thank you, K9.
Thank you.
So much. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Mr. K9 Taze, Mr. Dan A, thank you so much, you guys. We are now at 66.75. We are 33% of the way. Holy moly. I'm excited.
Nice. What's your opinion on carving pumpkins? Or what's your experience with it?
Love it. Okay, so I'm gonna do it again this year, but I did do it. Hell yes, I did do it last year on the Halloween stream, and I'm definitely planning on doing it this year. I don't know if I did a particularly great job, but it is very fun. I'm gonna try to get a better kit. I feel so bad because the entire stream was just chat being like, "Don't cut yourself, don't cut yourself, please don't cut yourself. Oh my God, don't cut yourself."
Where did you get the kit from?
I got a really crappy one from Target, I think. Something like that. Yeah, it wasn't a good kit. And then I was just using a regular old kitchen knife. And it was definitely, but we did it and we put a candle in there and it was a whole thing. How is your carving?
It's been a few years since I've last carved a pumpkin, but I'm going to be carving a pumpkin this year for the first time in a while. And I'm going to have a couple of streams on Sunday and Monday where I do this pumpkin carving.
Yes.
And I'm still trying to decide what I want to carve on the pumpkin. Like, I haven't decided yet.
Can you get really artistic with it, or are you kind of like have to stay simplistic?
I can get artistic with it. It's just about like finding out a way to do it. I'm like, what tools do I need? Do I need like a bread knife to go like right through the flesh? What type of knives do I need?
That's a good point. You got to get the good knives. Because if you don't have a good knife, you're not going to be able to. Also, hi, everybody in the chat. I see all these lovely new names and everyone coming in. Hi, you guys. Hi, everyone. Okay. Yeah, I feel like having the right knife is like really, really important because especially if you're trying to do any sort of detailed stuff, because I'm not particularly artistic when it comes to things like that, but I'm also just kind of big and clumsy and just like, Durr. So I wonder if I had like more refined knives, if I could kind of do a little bit
like
more.
An ice pick or something. Like what are those things called that just barely dig into the flesh but don't like have like a huge cut through the entire skin?
Yeah, something like that. Exactly. So you can do designs that's not necessarily like taking a big chunk out of it. That's what I need.
Yeah. Get shun knives. That's a good anything available at Walmart is what I'm going to get.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh heck, we actually got another one from Healer. Look at this. Oh my God. Oh my God. Healer said, and thank you so much, Mr. Healer. We got 5 from Healer. So we are actually now at 71.75, 35% of the way there. Goodness gracious. He said this stream is like a magic eye. If you cross your eyes, you get a 4-breasted autistic felon. Which one is the felon, Healer? Which one is the felon? Don't answer that. Thank you so much, Healer, for the super chat. Oh my god. And I also saw that Backhand mentioned that Rod sent him a DM watching Terrifier 3, which I think you probably told me about, but I haven't had a chance to read it yet. Super curious about that one because I still have to watch the second one. I haven't yet.
If you like Terrifier, it's more Terrifier.
Terrifier 3 times Terrifier.
Oh, I did see that there's a third one out. Is it out
Yeah,
now?
it's out in theaters,
Oh,
I think. Yeah. So that was the
okay.
one that Rod went to go see. I am very Daniel, healer, I already knew the answer to that. That's why I was asking that. Daniel, thanks for rubbing it in. He said, which one is the felon? I don't know. Let me ask Canada. Actually, is that a felony? Is getting a DUI a felony in Hawaii? Does anyone know? Ooh, what you drinking? Oh, that's
Water.
water. Okay. That just looked like a really cool bottle. I was like, ooh, that looks really neat.
It's a Nalgene bottle covered in stickers.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Do you want to do some unqualified experting?
Of course, I'm the most unqualified expert there is.
That's what I love about you. Not qualified at all, but very much an expert.
Exactly.
One of the things I love. Okay, let's see. Ooh!
You have the same phone as I do?
Pixel?
Yeah.
Yes. Which Pixel do you have? I'm trying to remember.
The 8 Pro.
8 Pro. I think that's what I have too, actually.
Nice.
They're great phones. They take
they're
really
awesome.
good pictures, right?
Yeah. And you don't have to deal with the Apple user interface. I love the customization of Android. I've used Apple and Android.
Same.
And am intentionally using Android because I prefer the layout more and the customization.
Yep. Same. I'm the exact same. And I love how everything is so, first of all, you don't have to worry about the Google Cloud because there isn't one. But everything is also so, I'm sorry, not Google Cloud, Apple Cloud. Same thing. But
Apple Cloud.
yeah, you don't have to worry about that. But
There's
also
like
everything
Google
is
Photos.
Google
Like
Photos.
it backs
Google
up to your
Drive.
cloud. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You can have everything connected through your Gmail to your Google Calendar. Like it's just the way everything interacts with each other is so convenient. It's so convenient. Yeah, I'm with you. I love it. And the photos are fantastic. And for what we do, it makes a lot of sense.
Hell yeah.
For what we do, it makes a ton of sense.
Yeah.
So this guy says today was my third, or no, woman says. So today was my third time in 2 months meeting with this gyno. I had never had one or been to a gynecologist before. I'm 20. I made the initial appointment with him because I knew I had a septate hymen. A septate hymen is a congenital condition that occurs when the hymen doesn't form properly during fetal development, resulting in an extra band of tissue that creates 2 vaginal openings.
Oh, huh.
Whoa.
Oh, because like the hymen forms in such a way it's like it splits the opening in half, so there's 2 openings.
That's what it sounds like. That's the way I took it as well.
Yeah.
Weird. Okay.
That is weird.
Very
All
strange.
right.
That's a bummer.
But first of all, I never go to a male gynecologist. I always look for a female. It's just my preference.
I've been to like maybe I think one male gynecologist, but it's so much more comfortable with a woman because it's it's everything's fine. With a guy, and the guy that I went to, this was back home years ago. Was very professional. I didn't get any weird or creepy vibes from him, like nothing at all. It's always in the back of your mind, right?
It's mostly it's more like they don't have the same parts as I do, so they don't know how it feels exactly like the woman does. Like she understands on an intimate level how I'm feeling in the moment versus like a guy. It's just, oh, I'm doing this medical procedure.
That's a good point. I didn't think of it like that. I felt more comfortable just because it's same sort of thing with you. It's like it's a woman. They've got our parts. It's just whatever to them. It's like no big deal.
Yeah.
So it's just I had always felt more comfortable with that as well. And plus, there when you go to the gynecologist, typically you get a breast exam as well. So you do the thing and they feel around and they're like, all right, everything's good. And you just, I've also never felt like weird about getting naked in front of women as long as like, I always check to see if they're comfortable with it first, but I have like zero qualms taking clothes off and cause it's just whatever. Like you said, like, you have all the same parts. You've seen it. It's a body,
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's
That's how I
just so
feel
not a
about it
big
too.
deal. Yeah. Which I really like. So that's why like it is nice to be around women for that reason. But yeah, typically I feel more comfortable with a female gynecologist as well. So it is a little interesting that she went to a guy, but for her first time, it's a little like so apparently she wanted to get it removed. He confirmed this during my first appointment, and he did the surgery on me 2 weeks later in office. Today I had my post-op appointment, and while he was examining my vagina, he randomly said, "Really nice shave," and chuckled a little bit. Oh no. Is this weird? Mind you, he's an obviously straight male, probably 40-ish years old. I'm thinking maybe he thinks we're on funny, goofy terms now because I acted absolutely ridiculous in front of him when I came out of anesthesia for my surgery, and we were joking about that before he said this. There was another female nurse in the room, but she had a blank face the entire time. Regardless, I left today feeling slightly uncomfortable. I was also
Wait,
clean shaved at my first appointment with him and for my surgery, so I don't know what he was expecting today.
wait, okay. So was he saying the remark to another nurse or
No, no, to her.
just to her, like the one
Yeah.
time?
Yeah. She said, nice, nice, really nice shave. At least it seems like that. Yeah, that's super weird.
Um, I personally, I'm like, if it's just like a one-off comment, I wouldn't be weirded out. If it's repeated, I would be more weirded out.
It's worse if it's repeated, but I just think that that's ridiculously unprofessional.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Uh, you wouldn't expect that from a doctor. That's for
No,
sure.
no.
Um, Maybe he's like seen bad shaves and then complimented your shave because it's a good one that he's seen in his medical profession. In his expert opinion, you have a nice shave, which means that is worth more hearing it than not hearing it at all. I'm
I
I think I can understand from his perspective, but like I understand feeling weird about it. I
I
think I would just justify it, like, oh, professionally he thinks it's a nice shave. I should go with this shave, you know?
it's nice of you to give him the benefit of the doubt. I feel like in that situation, I'd be like, dude, what the fuck? Why would you say that? That's what's so hard about it. It's like you are a doctor. This is your job. And the last thing I understand, she said, coming out of anesthesia, I was joking around, but you can't take what they're saying coming out of anesthesia seriously. That's when all the goofy stuff comes out.
Yeah.
That's like I remember coming out of my anesthesia for my first boob job, and I was literally talking about how bad my stepmom, don't ever say that again, Zia, Jesus Christ, my dad's wife's boob job was, which is funny because I actually don't think that anymore. Like I don't know if it was just coming out of anesthesia that I was like, "Ugh." It was so weird. But yeah, you just say stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I've never been under anesthesia, but I've seen clips and I've known people who were on anesthesia. It's just I feel like is it the most honest state ever or like the most ridiculous state?
I think it's just goofy and ridiculous. I don't know if it's necessarily on. Maybe. I don't know.
Like how people are like, "Oh, I was just drunk." Then when I said that, but really it's just lowering your uh you're lowering the bar of what you say, so you're more open. It's a social lubricant.
Maybe kind of like alcohol. I mean, that's what they say is like when you drink, you just become a more true version of yourself, which I don't know if that's true. I wonder if there's any sort of how do you study that though, right? Like how would you prove that?
Yeah, that is true. How would you? I
I
think
don't
it's
know.
just based on people being honest with themselves and reflecting that honesty in a survey, maybe.
That would have to be it, which is tough. It's hard to get people to be honest.
Yeah, that's true.
Hmm. That's a
Or
very
maybe you
tough one.
ask them when they're sober, "Hey, what'd you mean by this?" And then they're like, "Ugh, I'm sorry I said that to you. But I meant this by that." It's,
Or you didn't mean anything. Like I feel like I've said things when I've definitely lied when I was drunk before. Like it's not like the truth comes out, it's all truth telling. I know I've lied drunk before.
okay.
I don't think it means that at all.
All right. Well, that's fun.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Don't listen to Zia when she drinks.
Was that the end of
Yeah,
the question?
that was
Okay.
it. She was just a little bit weirded out. Um, Also, Slosher, First of all, hi Slasher, welcome to the stream. I'm glad you made it. I hope you had an awesome dinner. You did come through. Your super chat did come through. I'm gonna read them now because it's with StreamYard. They don't pop up. And if we make it so they do pop up, then there's a delay in audio. So it's like we're trying to choose one evil over, or the lesser of two evils, kind of in that one. But I will read them. We've got 5 from Mr. Ravenclaw. Ravenclaw, hi, thank you so much. Welcome to the stream. Got a 5 from Ravenclaw, and it says, Queen Heathen Xia and special guest Mint, hail to the queen and her friend. What is thy simping mistress Xia? 'Tis is Friday, thus have a great one. Love Asian simp 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 simp. Thank you so much, Mr. Ravenclaw, and thank you for the simp 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 simp. Sorry, I don't know why I like doing that. But I'm gonna also do my absolute best to read this in the voice Slasher because there's a reason. Ravenclaw, thank you so much. There's a reason because of what it says. Okay, this chick really does have a bonus hole. Sha sha sha. Was that close at all?
Chick has a bonus hole.
She really does.
Yeah. Oh man, that male gynecologist ruined her value because now she has no extra hole to advertise them wanting men. I have 3 holes down there instead of 2. You know.
Damn, she could have had 4 holes altogether if you include the mouth, but now she only has 3. She did not think that through. And think about how says what's wrong with me. Think about how tight both of those holes must have been.
You can probably only stick a finger in them, if that.
Yeah.
But could your fingers touch at some point together? Once you're in the hole enough, they touch.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah. Because it's just like a layer of skin that makes it like a bonus hole, but at some point they have to touch. It's the same hole.
Because it's not like the layer of skin goes all the way in, right? Like it's not full on deep. It's just like a thin. Oh. Now I'm just picturing like, oh God, that can't have been pleasant. Lasher, thank you so much for pointing out that she did in fact have a bonus hole, and I get to say a sha sha sha, which by the way, I do that sometimes just around the house. I'll be like cleaning up or something and I'll go sha sha sha, and Nick is like, what the fuck was that? So I had to explain to him. We are now at 96.75. We're super close to 50% of the way. We're
nice.
48.38. Thank you guys so much. We are getting so close. Oh, look, John Edgar in the chat. So sweet. That poor girl. Now I'm feeling bad for her. That sounds painful and awkward. Well, she got it fixed. He took it out. He did the surgery, but then he, said something super weird about her shave.
Maybe it was a mishearing. Maybe he meant good shape, like his medical analysis of the healing of the hymen getting cut in half. And she heard it as good shave. Shape. Shave. If you speak fast enough, it could be heard as good shave. And she didn't clarify if she clarified what he meant by that. Like, so she could have just heard him say the one sentence and she's like, oh my goodness, he's saying good shave. Oh, that's so weird. I'm going to type on Reddit about it instead of being like, hey, what'd you say? Good shape. Oh, okay. Thanks. You know
what? That's totally possible. Like that could be super reasonable because, oh my God, healer, because, because he's down, he's down there in the mines. Her legs are open. He's speaking into the cave. Like he's not talking directly to her. So she easily could have misheard him. And like, after having this surgery, the doctor absolutely said like, these are beautiful. They look, and I agree. Like, I love them so much, but it's his work. He's looking at his work and being like, these came out great. They look wonderful. You know what I mean? And he's just making sure everything's all good and feeling around it. There's like, he's down in the cave, Brian. It totally could be that.
Yeah, exactly. Like the person who did your tits, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was it a second opinion who was like, oh, we got to do these again? Or is it the first guy who was like, oh, we got to do? Okay, so the first guy, exactly. same theory. It's like, oh man, these tits aren't looking good. This is my life works on this chest. Let me fix that. You
Yeah.
know?
I sent the picture in and then they're like, okay, they called me immediately and like, we're going to schedule to come in. They handled it really well. And he looked at them and he's like, yeah, they bottomed out. He's like, it made me really sad because they looked really nice. And seeing the pictures come in, I was super bummed. He's like, but we're going to fix this. He didn't charge me his surgeon fee. You know, the other fees I had to pay, that's a whole different thing, but he didn't charge me his surgeon fee. And it ended up like he was really, really great about it. But you're right, he looked at it and like that, I can't have my name on this. And so
Yeah,
he
exactly.
fixed them.
Yeah, I think that's the theory.
Yeah.
That's at play.
You know what? I would at least honestly, I would hope that's what it is because it really sucks to hear nice shave from a male gynecologist. Like, dude,
Yeah,
what are you doing? What are you
exactly.
doing? He's a spelunker, exactly. See, these boobs are made for walking. Fright Club, I want to do that so bad now. We got another 5 from Slosher. Slosher, thank you so much. By the way, Slosher, that just put us over halfway. We're at 101.75. We're at
Woo!
98.25 from Bikini. And if we hit it, it's 147 tonight. Holy crap. By the way, we did have an idea for 150. I was thinking I would do another ice cream stream again and
Ooh,
go
that's
right. Every time I do it, my eye twitches, but it's worth it.
fun.
5 for Mr. Slosher. He said, being as generous as I can, I know that for most surgeries, they require you to shave before, and they usually do it for you. It may have something to do with that. Okay. That's another, you're right. That's another theory that's like, as you said, being as generous as you can, like that's a stretch. It's like, oh, really nice shave. Like, thanks for doing that. So I don't have to go in there and weed whack before I do my thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe. Good
Yeah.
point. Okay. Yeah. See, we're giving this doctor a lot of benefit of the doubt.
Let's hope this doctor is professional.
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Oh, yeah. Ooh, Broken Prophet had a good point. He said, leave the socks on, Mint.
All right, we'll do.
Oh, I
Socks
love that
on.
outfit. It's so cute. It says Crystal Lake on the socks also.
It does. It does. It's pretty cool. I like them. They're like the actual socks, you know?
Yeah, for the outfit. And did they all
Yeah.
come together with the shorts and everything too?
Yeah. Yeah.
Love
All of
it.
this you can buy at Spirit Halloween.
Oh my God. Okay. I got to go to Spirit Halloween. I found one near me. I went and grabbed lunch for Nick today, and there's a Spirit Halloween next to the place. And I was like, oh, we gotta
Nice.
go. We gotta
Oh yeah.
go. Obsessed with that place. All right. So I love my boyfriend. We're moving on to the next one, guys. We have more excellent advice to give out. Dan, seriously, I'm like a little bit obsessed with it, to be honest with you. So I love my boyfriend of 2 years and I'm very comfortable around him, but recently I can't stop queefing when we have sex, mainly in doggy style, and it kills the mood, in my opinion. The problem is also that it's just really loud and it's so embarrassing. I want to do
Mm.
doggy style, but every time we do, it happens. I am always extremely wet during intimacy, so could this have something to do with it? I know it's because of
It's
trapped air, but how can I prevent this? Please help.
hmm. See, I need also help with this because I also queef whenever I'm in positions where I get a lot of air in my pussy. I mean, that's just what happens. But I guess do Kegels. That's the solution.
So it's just trapped air, but it's Healer's right. He's pulling out too far. I remember this is like years and years ago back home in Hawaii. That like just a group of people I was friends with. This one guy, and I won't give his name away or anything like that, but this one guy kept talking about how every time he would bang his girlfriend, she was like constantly really like she queefs all the time. And the other friend was like, do you take your dick out and put it back in a lot? And he's like, yeah, I do that all the time. And he's like, that's why. You're just pushing. If you pull it out too far and put it back in, you're just pushing more air in there. So you're going to keep telling me he's so big, there's no room for air in there. Hi, Remy. He's gonna keep pushing air in there. So it's totally his fault. But at the same time, also, as Dan said, and someone else in the chat said, we don't care. Trust me. Like, I don't think any guy has a problem with it, and everyone knows
There's
what
some
it is.
fetishes. Some people like queefing, or they laugh at it like it's a fart joke. Because
Yeah,
guys are more into that type of humor than chicks are generally.
true. True. Have you ever had that's actually funny that you point that out. I didn't think of this and I don't know why, but everything's a fetish, so why wouldn't it be? Have you ever had requests for that kind of content?
Yeah, I have.
Are
And
you
it's
able to do it?
um if I like get into a position where like my lower body is above my head and then like, from that and then like I breathe. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you can kind of like
breathe. And like you got to contract your muscles to like intake a bunch of air too. And it's easier when you have your lower body over your head.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, I've never tried to queef before, so I didn't like that's an interesting technique. So you just kind of have to push it up there and like somehow get some air to go in.
It's much easier when air is being pushed down by gravity. The air particle is being pushed down by gravity, or versus like your the natural position is the air doesn't go up. It's not a friggin' vacuum. But if you allow your pussy to be underneath the air, then it wants to go in because it wants to go into all the orifices it can.
Okay, all right. I see what you're saying. Like I see the theory behind this, and
Yeah.
obviously you make it work because you've had to do it. Interesting. I have
I
yet
haven't
to
had to do
have
it a bunch, but
yeah,
well,
it's not very common. No one's asked me for this yet.
but I know how to do it for anybody who wants.
You hear
So
that? If you want if you want queef content.
autisticboobs.com has to be custom though,
Yeah.
because not everybody's into that.
Yeah, that's a very sort of specific niche one.
Yeah.
I used to work with a guy that said every time someone farted, "Speak again, oh toothless one." I love that so much. Oh, Mint just turned into Mr. Wizard explaining her scientific method. I was impressed. I really was. Hey, K-Max, what's up? K-Max keeps eating Kit Kats and Milky Ways. Ooh, hi, David. Look at this. Is this
Nice.
unqualified experts or the vagina monologues?
Man, I've been eyeing that candy walking down the halls. I'm like, if I eat this candy, I'm just going to eat it all one sitting. So I have to wait. I when it comes to candy, I have no self control. So I have to
Ah.
like not buy it unless if I want to eat. I have to buy what I know I'm going to eat in one sitting.
So you just you can't buy like a full big bag then, because then you'll eat the whole bag in one sitting.
Yeah, yeah, and then my stomach will hurt. It just tastes so good.
It tastes so good. I have not had everybody needs to be so proud of me. I have not had one piece of candy yet. Not
Ooh,
one
nice.
piece. Thank you. I am like ridiculously proud of myself. I'm really starting to make some good progress. I got my RDL, my Romanian deadlift up to 150 pounds
Ooh,
today. So I'm like feeling really, really good about that. I want to see if I can get it up to 160 next week. My legitimate my weightlifting for like a lot of stuff is actually I'm lifting more now than I was pre-surgery. So I'm actually like feeling
ooh,
as even though I'm not as lean as I was pre-surgery, I'm feeling stronger, which is like awesome. Sorry,
nice,
sorry, XTLs. XTLs. Yeah, no
nice.
candy corn. But yeah, sorry, I'm like going
No
off
candy
on a
corn. Do you know the difference between candy corn and these other candies?
what?
Candy corn is made out of honey.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Yes, 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 yes. Because Sasha, you're right. I needed to bulk, and so now I can build all this muscle, and then all that muscle is going to burn all that fat off. Honestly, I think that there's something to this. And then I'm just going to be left with a nice fat ass. Let's do it.
Nice.
I love candy corn, but you're totally right. The good candy corn is made with honey, not high fructose corn syrup, and that's why it's freaking awesome.
I'm not a huge fan of candy corn. I feel like we've had this conversation before.
Mhm.
Because I remember you like candy corn. I'm not a big fan of it.
Yep. Yep.
Um,
Yep.
I don't know. I just don't like. Well, maybe I just had bad candy corn. Is there?
Have you Have you
I've
had
always
the
just
fresh one with the honey?
not fresh stuff. Always store bought stuff.
Okay. All right.
So
I'll put this bad boy right here. You're gonna hang out right there.
nice.
What's a Discord stage room, Kyle? I'm fluffing my hair out. The fluffing my hair out. No, what's a Discord stage room? Tell me more.
I think the idea is you have a Discord, and then you're recording in a voice channel, and then you have another voice channel where people hang out, like in a green room. They get like chilling, and then you pull people on from that Discord channel to the current Discord channel you're recording at, and
Oh.
you share the audio. You share the desktop audio of the Discord into OBS or whatever program you're using. And
So
I think that's the
we
idea.
were using Discord to do that, but we were having too many issues with it. And so that's why we're using StreamYard. Because the Discord we like are having a lot of problems connecting with the internet voice chat stage. Yeah, we're having too many issues, not the internet, I'm sorry, too many issues getting people on. And then not everybody has Discord. So then there were people like when we would try to get guests on, there were people being like, "Yeah, I don't have Discord, so let me try to sign up for it real quick." And then it ended up being a nightmare. So that's why we use StreamYard. Um,
StreamYard is so much easier than all of that, you
it
know?
is, yeah, unfortunately. Um, Molasses kisses. Is that?
I don't know. I've never had straight up molasses. I know there's molasses in brown sugar. That's what makes it different than regular sugar is the molasses.
Oh, I actually didn't know that. Huh.
I've read things. I've read a lot of things.
You're like, I know a lot of but you know what? I think that's the best, honestly. Like knowing those random bits of information because it makes make conversations really interesting.
Yeah, that's true.
And I just learned
Um,
something.
hell yeah.
Oh,
Um,
snap.
hmm.
Okay. We just got by the way, we got another orange boy. We got
Ooh,
another orange boy from CW and MA. Ah, you guys, thank you so much. Okay, first of all, I didn't know that you guys were in Florida. So holy shit. I'm so happy that you're okay. They said survived the hurricane, hashtag Daytona. Boob hugs for MA, please. Absolutely, you can get some boob hugs. I'm so glad you guys are good. That hurricane was fucking brutal. Like it was a category 5, I believe. All the
yeah,
boob
I got the
hugs.
category 5 and like right next to Cancun, I noticed. And then right before it hit the shore, it went back to a category 4. But it got one category 5, huge, massive. I think that was what Katrina was also the category 5.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Um yeah, it was bad. I saw some videos and some footage. I'm just glad to hear that the people so far all the people that I know we're at 121.75 backhand 121. Thank you so much you guys. We're at 60.88%. Um
Woo.
so far everybody that I know in Florida is okay. So that's thank goodness.
That's good. Yeah, they got hit by 2 hurricanes kind of back to back.
Poor things.
Yeah.
God. Katrina was category 5. I guess Sandy was also Hurricane Sandy was probably also category 5. Okay, hold on. There was a molasses flood that killed people. I've not heard anything. Have you heard anything about this, Mint?
What is a molasses flood?
I don't know. He said, speaking of molasses, have you ever heard of the Great Molasses Flood that killed people?
Was it in a factory where they like had a bunch of molasses in this whole cauldron and it fell over and a bunch of people got buried in it?
That's
That's
what it
all I can
sounds
think
like.
about.
You know that as soon as you said that, that just made me think of like that, and that's how Molasses Man was created.
He's just like he's kind of he looks like a Muck, the Pokemon, but he's molasses instead of poison.
Oh, he just gives you diabetes.
Instant diabetes. And he has to keep consuming to keep his blood sugar up or else he dies.
Oh no. So he's just going around eating people so that he
Yeah.
has good blood sugar. A molasses Avenger. Okay,
I think
Slosh.
I'm just describing the blob.
I'm pretty sure that's just what that is.
Yeah.
Molasses man, he's very, very slow. Oh my god. So yeah, Slosher said pretty much it was a tank that broke open, and then Drewium said no, they were storing molasses in giant wooden casks in Boston. What the fuck? They broke and flooded the streets. It was so thick people were drowning in it. Could you imagine drowning in
Oh
molasses?
god. Imagine the molasses going into your lungs.
Oh
Just
my
the
god.
terror of drowning because you know you're drowning while it's happening. Regular drowning is bad, but molasses drowning must be hell.
Imagine how slowly, because when you inhale water, it's gonna be, it does sound like hypoglycemia, K-Mex. It's gonna be quick, right? Like it shoots in there really quickly. Imagine how slow you could just feel molasses going into your lungs.
Oh, and you just like gasping for air, but I can't get any air. It's terrifying. Like,
Horrible. Oh my god, I'm so burpy right now. I have 2 carbonated beverages. That was a mistake.
nice.
Molasses.
What are the what beverages of carbonation do you have?
I have a Zevia, which I have to stop drinking because I think I'm at my caffeine limit for the day. And then I also have a polar seltzer, so I've got both.
Nice. Hell yeah. I'm gonna get
Wow.
that brand. That looks tasty.
Yeah, these are good. The Zevias, 0 sugar, 0 like chemical. It's just stevia, which is great. Oh, this watch is dead. The Remy said they use giant pancakes to sop it all up. Oh, that's a good point. Courtney asked, did it drown them or suffocate them? It would be, I guess, is drowning a form of suffocation? Not really, I guess. I guess it is.
Drowning specifically applies to water. You're underneath a bunch of water and you get water in your lungs and you can't get water out of your lungs. So much to the point that you die in the water. So I feel like if it floods, if it depends on whether it submerged you completely. Because if it's, I guess babies can also drown in 2 inches of water, so that logic doesn't apply. Because that's still drowning. If you have your baby face first into like 2 inches of water, they can't breathe or get up, then they'll drown. That's drowning. Is it suffocation?
Have you ever heard the suffocation song?
No, I haven't.
Oh my god. All right. So I grew up singing this as a kid, and I've sang the song on stream before, and no one's ever known what I'm talking about, and I'm starting to wonder like if I just learned this in a fever dream or if this is actually a thing. But we always sang it, suffocation. I like suffocation, suffocation. That's a game for me. First you take a rubber hose, then you shove it up your nose, turn it on, then you're gone. There's like a bunch of different ones. Like
That sounds like
suffocation.
a you know those like type of songs that just people know for some reason, like
Yeah.
there's a baby bee, then the baby bee, and it stung me, blah 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 blah. I don't remember all of it, but you know those type of songs.
Yeah.
It sounds like one of those type of songs that I don't know.
So I don't know where I knew this. David, I know David says WTF Twisted. Yeah, I don't know how I know this either, and I've never met anyone else that's known it. But me and my cousins used to sing it. One of my favorite was suffocation. I like suffocation. Suffocation. That's a game for me. First you take some dirty socks, then you put them in a box. Take a whiff, then you're stiff. Like there's so many different.
Take a whiff, then you're stiff.
Yeah.
But even in the lyrics of the song, it gets suffocation wrong. Because it's like whiffing it like it's a chloroform.
Like chloroform, but it's dirty socks.
But suffocation, you just like push the dirty socks on their nose until they're dead. That's suffocation.
That's suffocation. Yeah. It's like,
could you suffocate yourself?
I don't know. I feel like you would find a way to breathe. Like if you're trying to do it to yourself, just your body goes into survival mode and you're just like, ugh.
If you were trying to suffocate yourself, you would stop because there's always a self-preservation preservation instinct.
Right.
Even if you're consciously, oh, I don't want to be alive. Your subconscious is like, I want to stay alive. It's just
Yes.
biological.
The only time I think that people have like accidentally suffocated themselves, or I guess not suffocated themselves, this would be technically strangulation, or maybe that's the same thing, I'm not sure. But have you ever heard of autoerotic asphyxiation?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, people have accidentally, they essentially rig up a belt or something to, ex- do
Cut
that
off the air.
while they're, doing their thing, and then it gets out of hand and they can't get
But
back
the
up.
belt, I feel like the belt would be the suffocator. It's not, the belt is the third object that's introduced that isn't part of the human body. So
Yeah.
that you can like rig it up too tight and die from that. And you are suffocating yourself, but it's not like your hands are doing it. You can't
Right.
do this. You have to
Right.
have like an object to do it. To do it quickly or to do it definitively.
Exactly. You have to. Otherwise, you can't, because you're right. Your body won't let you do it. The self-preservation will kick in, and it's like, no.
Yeah.
We did get another golden shower boy from K Max. K Max, thank you so much for the golden shower boy. For Mr. K Max McDonald, he said, well, if you do not sing karaoke, Xia, does Mint. I have no idea if Mint Salad's musical taste. As a Gen Z person, is it all new music? Justin Bieber? Ooh, good questions.
Oh God, I hated Justin Bieber when I was growing up. I feel bad for him now, but I don't listen to his music.
Yeah.
I'd describe my musical taste. Let's see what Spotify classifies it as. Fast, hip hop, jazz, indie, funny, chill, alternative rock, energetic stuff, electronic, but mostly jazz. It has to have like a upbeat. Like a good example of a song I really like. If you want to know like my music tastes in one kind of concise music song, Grown Folks by Snarky Puppy, or Bad Bad Not Good is more of my music tastes. I grew up doing jazz band, so I have like a lot of influences of that. Plus, I was introduced to like hip hop when I was young, specifically Eminem 107. Probably a little too young for that. You're a little young, but like that's the jazz and hip hop is where my music, like the music umbrella, and then I like electronic stuff too. I like things that are upbeat and funky.
Okay. Nice. You know
Yeah.
what's funny? I don't think I've ever asked you what your music taste is. This is totally new to me. That was such a good question.
Well, thank you for the question.
Yeah, thank you, K Max. That was like a really good question. I don't know why I never thought to ask you what type of music you listen to. So a lot of like jazz. Also someone in the chat, Kyle, I think, asked blues. Do you like blues?
It depends. I'm not generally a huge fan of blues because it's usually low and chilled and relaxed, and I like something more upbeat and gets me going. That's what I like to listen to music for, to like get feel from music.
Do you listen to music when you shoot content for the spicy sites?
Yeah, I do.
Same.
I do listen to music.
It helps. It like really helps you get into the mood. Do you mind if I leave you with the chat for like a second? It's going to be gross to say it on stream, but it's my lady time and I can feel, sometimes when you can just feel it and you're like, "Oh, I got to go."
I understand. I understand.
Sorry, chat.
All right.
I'll be right back. It's like the first day of it and I'm just full of cramps and terrible, and it's every once in a while there's just like a bam and you're like, "I got to go."
All right. I think chat's had enough torture. Just go deal with your problem. I'll take care of the chat for you. All right. Let's see. Kyle Colkin says, so since Mint likes it upbeat, Mint is a polka fan, confirmed. Yes. I unironically, yeah. That was my favorite type of music I like to play is polka. It's just so great. But dip dip it dip it dip it dip it dip it dip it do. And I don't know. I saw somebody and they're like, I hate polka. I'm like, how do you not like polka? It's so cool. It's so upbeat. All right. Let's see. Let's see. What else? What comments? What questions do you have for me, chat? What questions? Ask me anything while I'm here. Do you like those old school jazz people, Mint? Louis Armstrong, Miles Davis? I do like a little bit of Miles Davis. Can't think of anything on top of my head. I do like the classic jazz stuff because it's like it more for like a historical like preference. Like, okay, so this is like deemed the greatest. Like this is deemed the greats, and this is great within its time period. Okay, I like this, and then I can see where people later on in jazz take some of their influences. Let's see. What else, chat? Any metal? Not screamo. I don't like screaming, but I do like hard rock and like anything hard with and as long as it's upbeat and I could bang my head to it, I'm like, this is fucking awesome. As long as it's an epic experience, I think I'll like it. I do like rock. Let's see. Steely Dan, I'm not familiar with that is. When are you going to carve a pumpkin? I'm going to carve a pumpkin this Sunday. What is that? The 14th? Wait, no, that's not the 14th. It's the 13th. The 13th and the 14th of October 2024, I'm going to be carving a pumpkin on my spicy sites. You can find that at autisticboobs.com. Also, while I'm promoting that, I also have photo sets of me wearing this outfit, all lewd and such. You want to check that out? It's up on my spicy sites now, so you can subscribe and get those photos. All right. Do you like Black Sabbath? I don't think I've heard a lot of his music. If you're like, oh, this song that you've heard is Black Sabbath, I'm like, oh, I probably like that. My exposure to rock more so is from listening on the radio first, because my parents love rock, and so they just show me a bunch of rock. And it's just like, oh, this sounds cool, but the radio people don't really say, oh, this is by this, before or after, in the area I lived in. So I never really got the names. So there's cool. Mint like try Luca Turilli. You like him? Hell yeah. Have I listened to Chet Baker Sings? I have not. Let's see. Where's that platypus's hat? Man, I wish they sold it. I wish they sold the hat. But they didn't. It just was the platypus. Hello, Zia. Welcome back.
Thank you. I'm laughing at Healer. Old Penny Puss is back. Ryan McLaughlin, we're really close to taking our clothes off. Look, we're actually, someone just super chatted. By the way, we are now at 141.75. 75. We are, what is this, 49.25 away, 70% of the way there. Let's see. This is, let's redo this again. What's up, Chris Thompson? I got to refresh this every time to read it. Okay, there we go. Oh, from Chris Thompson. Chris Thompson, thank you so much for the super chat. We got a golden shower board from Chris Thompson. He said, Girthquake has arrived. Feel my veiny wrath, mortals. Girthquake likes the spicy.
Nice.
I'm dying.
Girthquake. That's fun. That's a fun name.
It's one of my favorites. I don't know why it makes me laugh so much because I'm immature.
You have a girth, the girth so wide it shakes the earth.
The earth. Girthquake is also attacks you with its veiny wrath. Please don't stop doing that. That was some excellent jiggle there.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that was fantastic. Thank you so much, Girthy Stallion. Thank you so much. Dude, I swear to God, I was gonna say thank you so much, Girthquake. Thank you so much, Chris Thompson. 141.75. We are 70% of the way there. Do you have you said you have an orange and black bikini, right?
I have a black top and an orange bottom.
Woo! I got a black and skulls. I'm like very excited
Ooh,
about it.
that's
So
fun.
excited. All Halloween. I'm doing all Halloween all month, all the time.
Where'd you find your Halloween bikinis?
Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah, Amazon has a lot of cute ones.
I've been looking for I think I just cuz I put Halloween lingerie, I didn't get a lot of results.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
I should probably look up Halloween bikini and see what they got.
You should. They have some really cute stuff. There's some decent lingerie stuff too, but you're right, it's a little harder to find.
Oh my goodness, speaking of lingerie, I got this bunny suit. It is so cute and sexy and awesome.
Do you want to hold it up and show it, or is that too much on YouTube?
Oh, it's in the other room.
Mm.
But like I have photos of it. I have photos of me wearing it. Let me just get a photo real quick.
Yes.
Sneak preview for everyone cuz it's awesome. It's my favorite thing ever. I'm going to send it to you.
Healer, how did we not know this? He said Bucky's has new Halloween beaver bikinis.
What?
What?
I was at Bucky's yesterday.
What?
I did not know this.
Sexy furry stuff. Yeah, Fright Club, you didn't know that sexy furry stuff was a thing?
Yeah. This one is leather.
Ooh.
What I'm wearing. Send it to you.
I shall be
You can put it.
awaiting.
It's safe for work.
It's safe for work. Okay.
It's very lewd. I'm just texting it to you.
I'm excited.
There we go. There we go.
Oh my God, it's so cute. All right, I'm going to download it and email it to myself, and then I can bring it up. I fucking love this.
All right,
You
chat.
look so good.
I have a lot more photos like that too
You know where
in
to
that
go.
outfit. And those are coming out this month because I was like, I don't know what review to put them out with, but I just want them to come out.
They just got to come out. Yeah, I got the mother load of Halloween stuff shot for the spicy sites. Like, I went ham. I have still more stuff I want to shoot, and I might be double posting some days. Like, that's how much stuff there is.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of I like to do photo sets on while streaming on my spicy sites. And like the other day I did like 9, like a bunch of different Halloween ones. I'm like, yes, these are coming out.
They're coming
Yes.
out. It's
I
exciting.
got I'm Dr. Mint Haddon tomorrow on my spicy sites.
What? Yes.
Because my review of Watchmen's coming out.
Oh, hell yeah. All right. It must be okay. How do I see if I can just do that? Ah.
Yeah, just download and then you hit the present on a StreamYard.
Yeah, kind of Donnie Darko. Exactly.
I don't know who Donnie Darko is.
Ooh, you've never seen Donnie Darko?
No.
Oh man, that would be another really good one.
I reached the graphic novel of Watchmen. I'm reading it now. It's very compact. There's a lot of information. I've had to take a lot of breaks reading it, but I've gained through it slowly. And then I'm going to review it after it.
Let me make sure I'm putting this in the right screen. Nope, just make it big over here. I gotta make this back big over here. Doing stuff with my left hand sucks, but
Ha ha. Yeah, I've had to do it a few times. It's never a fun experience. It's like, oh, wait, this hand exists? It doesn't have the fine motor controls like the other one does.
Not even at all. Not even a little bit. Okay, there we go. No, you don't go here. You go down here, damn it.
I've always just clicked on the photo, opened it in like the image viewer and then share the image viewer.
Yeah,
That's
it's
how
in
I've
the
always done it in the
image
past.
viewer. I just have two I have Streamlabs up, I have chat up, and then I
Okay.
have the donation bar up on one tab, and then the other tab has the donation so I can read them when they come in. And so I have put your image up in the image finder over that, but it was like trying to open on the other ones. Okay, we can
That's
do
fun.
this.
Computer stuff.
I know, love it.
But it's going to be worth it, chat. You're going to want to stick around for this one because once you see this, you'll be like, oh my goodness, I can't believe it. I'm glad that I waited for Xia to fix her computer issues before showing this.
Wait, no, how do I share it again?
Okay, so you're in File Explorer and you have like the image downloaded.
It's up.
Double
It's
click
there.
that. Yeah, so it's in its own image, like viewer, and then you go down to present.
Present.
And
Okay,
you go
there it is.
to share
Share screen. There it is. I couldn't see that. That's what I was looking for. All right. Why is it not? There we go. We did it. We did it.
We did it, chat.
Finally. I hope that was, you guys, I hope that just added to the suspense of looking at this beautiful photograph. Look at that.
Yeah, that's what I got. That's the new bunny suit that I'm like, oh, this is awesome.
That's so cute.
I love it. I'm gonna wear it
so
to events
much.
now.
It makes, I mean, your boobs always look amazing, but it makes your boobs look like amazing. Amazing. Yes.
Thank you.
Oh my God, everybody. Look at it.
The bunny. Get them bunnies in the chat. Let's get them
bunnies
going.
in the chat. Yes. I don't know why I got super ghetto when I just did that. I don't know where that came from. Healer says, Mint, I'm having an event at my house. Hey, Breed, that is the only acceptable time to use that. Look at this photograph.
Look at this photograph.
The only acceptable time.
I love that song. Unironically.
You know what? I'm glad. I'm proud of people for admitting that. Because I do love the black lipstick too, by the way. The makeup is perfect.
Thank you.
Makeup is really good. Let's just leave this up for like a minute longer. just like 30 seconds longer. We're gonna leave it up. And the gloves. Yeah, this is so cute. Holy crap.
Oh yeah. The gloves are, I got this off of Mo Bunny. You should definitely check that out. It takes about 2 months for the items to ship because they're in China, but it is worth it. They have a great selection there. Yeah, you should definitely check them out.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna look at Mo Bunny because if this is what their
Mo
stuff
Bunny
looks
with
like,
2 B's. With 2 B's.
Okay, that's, oh shit, I closed the wrong thing. Son of a bitch. All right, hold on 1 second. I think I can fix that.
Oh my goodness. Trouble with computers with Xia, chat. Was that bunny suit hard to get into? No, it wasn't. I will say the ears keep falling down. That's the one thing that I have against the suit is it keeps falling down. But other than that, it's pretty easy to get into. I think the straps to get like everything in is it's a little bit of a challenge. Not super hard, but not super easy either. So once you get all the straps in, then you can adjust and do fun stuff.
There we go.
But with that one specifically. I also have a Deadpool one that I haven't tried on yet.
Oh, I can't wait to see that one. That's going to be amazing. The Deadpool one is going to be so amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Why are we crying in chat? No crying in chat. By the way, guys, we're at 70% of the way there. We are 141.75. Seriously, thank you so much, you guys. Holy crap, we're getting close to bikini.
Woo!
I might keep my socks on for this too, even though they're not sexy socks. Okay. We're going to do some more unqualified experting, you guys. We're going to give more advice during the internet. You can't stop queefing during sex. That's the guy's problem, not you. There's nothing wrong with your pee, lady.
I honestly think that she's overthinking it and that the guy doesn't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Literally every single guy in the chat was like, if a guy cares about this or complains about this, he's not a man. Like every single guy in the chat said that.
yeah.
Like I've never met a single guy who's had a problem with it. And it would be so like, especially now, I feel like sorry, backhand. You're right. I done messed it up. There we go.
Nice.
We gotta be closer. If I ever, especially like at this age, if I ever met a guy who's like, oh, this is weird, huh? I'd be like, get out. This is so ridiculous. But she's young, so okay. I do love my parents and I'm very grateful for them. I would say that I have a pretty good home life generally. However, my entire life my dad keeps smacking my ass every day cuz he thinks it's funny. Even when
Wait,
I was a little kid.
the dad?
Yeah.
That's inappropriate.
Super.
You're-
Even when I was a little kid, like 5 to 6, he would see me lying on my stomach in bed reading a book, and he would say, "You're just asking for it," or "Your bum looks so smackable," and he would smack my ass. Even when I would walk around the house, he would do it randomly, on average, maybe 10 times a day. Even when I was a very little kid, he would smack my ass when bathing me and it hurt. I don't think he was doing it in an abusive way because he's not a very angry person most of the time, and we got along well and laugh a lot, etc. He just thought it was funny. Even now that I'm older, 15, he still does it. This morning, he accidentally walked in on me not fully changed, but I had my underwear on and a t-shirt, and he smacked my ass like 5 times repeatedly. Not that hard, but it still hurt, and it was embarrassing for me. I always tell him to stop when I don't like it, and he says sorry, but he never stops. My mom tells him to stop too, but he doesn't because he thinks it's funny. Apparently, he thinks I'm asking for it at this point, which is strange because I dress very tomboyish, and even if I wasn't, that doesn't mean I'm asking for it. I've just had enough of it, and now I don't know what to do. If I tell somebody, they may think my dad is abusive and get into trouble with the authorities, and I really don't want that to happen. I'm sorry if I'm overreacting, but I really want this to stop, and it makes me feel dirty and embarrassed. He is abusing you.
If you want this to stop, but you don't want the authorities involved, go to your dad and be like, "Hey, if you don't stop doing this, I'm going to tell the cops."
Yeah.
Threaten him.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Yeah, no, that's super creepy. That's it's
Yeah.
Courtney, that's one way of putting it. Dad is a child enthusiast.
Also, I feel like doing that to your child, like, it's just weird. Like, and if you're young, you don't know that's not weird until you talk to other people.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh, well, my dad doesn't smack my ass." It's like, wait, why does my dad smack my ass? Why does he smack my ass? And you're gonna be like thinking about that. Why does my dad like to smack my ass? Why did he do that? Like, even into your adulthood, it's gonna cause a lot of problems for that child.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's weird as hell. There's nothing about this that's the fact that he says, "Oh, he thinks it's funny." Like, what about it does he thinks is funny? Is he's doing it like 5 times in a row, and you've already stated your boundary that it makes you uncomfortable, and he still won't stop? Yeah, that's super creepy and weird.
Yeah, I think the only thing now is to threaten him with the cops, and if he
Mhm.
doesn't stop, you have to go to the cops because you already threatened him with it.
Yeah.
If you don't go to the cops after you've threatened him with it, then he's just going to say, "Oh, you're just bluffing," and then do it harder.
Yeah,
So,
I agree. Yep, Slasher said he's really asking for it, and by asking for it, I mean getting raped in jail. Yeah, 1,000%. This is super weird. It is a weird mental illness, Gabe. Ben, it's very creepy. Yeah, the whole thing is creepy and weird. There's nothing about that this is funny. And you know what? I'm actually with Healer on this too. Punch dad in the balls and laugh. Talk about how funny it is.
also,
Soak your pants in acid.
that's funny. But also, like, the mom is saying, "Oh, this is all right. This is fine." What's
Yeah,
up with
she
the
keeps
mom?
well, she says she told the dad to stop too, but that's not enough. You can't just be like, "Hey, stop doing that." Like you need if I was her, I would have been like, "Get the fuck out of the house." Like, you think this
I'm
is funny? She doesn't like this?
I mean, I feel like if you're a child, the first thing to do if your dad does something to you that you don't like, you have to first go to the mom cuz the mom's going to talk to the dad on like an adult level and try to communicate. But I thought I heard that the mom was excusing this behavior.
She
Was that
said
part of
that
it?
she tells him to stop. She told the dad to stop, but he won't.
Oh, then the dad doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So that changes my advice. I wouldn't go full escalate, call the cops first. That changes things. I thought that the mom was letting it happen. I would first talk to the mom again, but like be like, "Hey, he didn't stop," and then she's going to talk to him again, like, "Hey, you didn't stop this," and she came to me and complained again. And if he doesn't stop, keep complaining, to the mom
Mm-hmm.
until like at some point the mom is going to get fed up with you constantly complaining to her. And also the mom's going to be like, what the fuck, what type of person doesn't stop smacking their child's ass after the child is asked twice not to now, like told me about it twice now. Like,
Yeah.
she's going to start rethinking her husband choice.
Yep. The fact that she's not rethinking her husband choice to begin with, the fact that he kept doing it when she was a kid and thought it was funny. It's not like in every once in a while the thing where he's like, smack, but like the fact that he does it over and over again. She's lying on her
That
bed
is
and he's
so
like, you're just
weird.
and the fact that he keeps saying you're just asking for it, that's what creeps me out so much.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's
I'm with Healer and Slosher on just start smacking him in the balls. See how he
yeah,
likes that. Just
tag him
start
back.
yeah, just right in the balls and then laugh about it and be like, ha 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 ha. That's so funny. You're just asking for it. Like,
Yeah,
you know?
I do think that it's just funny to me. I don't think there's like any further intention past that. But maybe the dad did this when he was growing up. Like, his dad smacked his ass. You gotta see like where the origin of the behavior comes from.
Yeah.
But like, you definitely shouldn't be doing this. And if someone asks you to stop, you should stop.
Yeah. I mean, really, if anybody asks you to stop doing anything, you should stop.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, no matter, even
Like,
if you think it's silly, even if it's a silly thing, like, hey, this little thing, but just makes me uncomfortable, stop doing it. That's not that crazy, you know?
yeah.
Like it's a so, and it doesn't matter what the relationship is, right? Like if someone's like, "Hey, I really don't like when you do this thing." You should stop doing it.
Yep.
Like,
Exactly.
we are K-Max. We are Mr. K-Max. We are at 151.75. We're 75% of the way there. We're so close. Thank you so much, Mr. K-Max. He says, for a beautiful golden shower boy from K-Max, he said, Mint gave a lot of guys hope a few shows ago, declaring a lesbian woman who had a male friend with a crush on her could be turned straight temporarily. Can most gay women still be turned bisexual instead? Mint's view of this, then Zia's. Ooh.
Wait, repeat the question again.
So he said, can most gay women still be turned bisexual instead? Your view on this, then Zia's.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's more likely that a gay woman is going to turn bisexual than a gay woman is going to turn completely straight.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously she has some desire to eat, to consume the women parts.
Yeah.
So like, if she's bisexual, if it's like there has to be like, what is it? Like, I do think that if there's a strong enough man who treats her right, like, I don't know, because there's dildos and such too. Lesbians use dildos, so like, if there's a guy that she likes enough, then like the warm dildo is gonna be better than a cold hard dildo, but the warm dildo is the guy,
The warm dildo. That's true. That's a good point. Plastic is, I mean, I don't know. I can't speak for lesbians because I'm not one, but plastic, I feel like, is never going to be as good as the real thing.
Yeah.
You know? Like I do feel like you want a warm body, you want a warm dildo, but it's the thing about that is I don't this is might sound like completely terrible. I'm not sure that I believe that there are women that are fully lesbian.
Yeah.
I kind of think that all women are a little more on the spectrum, because I've known hardcore like butch lesbian women who still have slept and occasionally sleep with guys.
Yeah, that's true. Like, what are you gonna do? Not fill your hole forever?
Huh?
Like, it's a part of you that's like empty.
It wants to be filled.
It wants to be filled. You might not want it all the time, but you do want it sometimes.
Yeah, just occasionally. It's yeah, like I don't know. It's weird. I know this might come off sounding super ignorant as well. There's something about guys who are bisexual that I'm not totally sure I believe that either. I'm like, I think you might just be gay. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be
Um,
totally wrong. It's hard to
I do.
believe.
I believe in bisexual guys. Like, you want the woman, but you also like having your prostate stimulated too. Like, that's like the only way I can really justify it in my head.
But
And then when I
then
think of
they'd
gay,
have to be attracted to like men for real though to do that.
I mean, yeah, probably. Or you can strap. Like, anybody who's into strapping. What is it? What is strap on? Yeah, that's what it's called.
Pegging. Yeah, pegging I
Pegging.
don't think
Yeah.
makes you gay though. If it's a
No, I don't
woman
think.
doing it, I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think it makes you gay either. But like, I don't. Sexuality is so complex.
It is. It's
Um.
true. I do believe it can be very fluid.
Yeah. I mean, when I think of gay guy, I just think, oh, they just don't like women so much that they they are attracted to males because they're not into the woman body, or like aesthetics. They like feminine aesthetic things but prefer the male body. I don't know. It's hard. I feel like I'm sounding like a jackass talking about this because I'm like being so black and white about it, but it's
That's
not.
how I feel too.
Yeah.
I felt the same way when I'm like, I don't know if I believe. It makes it. I feel like it also makes me sound like a jackass.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess it's hard because if it's one of those things, right? We none of us can it. I think as humans, we have a hard time with empathy to the point where we're only living our own existence. So it's hard for us to imagine someone else's existence, right? So like I can't imagine being a guy being into men and women. So therefore to me it's not real. Whereas someone else who's in that position is like, no, this feels as natural as anything does. So I think about it that way sometimes.
I mean, yeah, it could be like someone might not be able to imagine what it's like to have boobs on your chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, oh man, the back pain, what is that? And it's like, well, I don't experience it either, so I don't believe it. But I've like known people who do have back pain, and because they have back pain, they think everybody with big tits has back pain.
That's what people keep telling me after I got my boob job. They're like, "How does your back feel? How does your back feel? Do you have a sore back? Do you have a sore back?" And I'm like, "Not really. Like I haven't had any back pain. It feels normal. I don't
Yeah.
know." So I get Jody on and ask him, "Hey, Saw." K-Max says so bisexuality would be more common than full lesbianism. For women,
Yeah.
that's how I feel, yeah.
Yeah. I think so too. I think it's more common. I I think it's more acceptable for women to be bisexual just socially.
Yeah.
Um I mean, a bisexual guy is fine, but there's still cultures that like if you are gay, like being with a man, then that's bad in like some cultures. So I
Yeah.
guess, but with women it's not like that. Or at least it's more under the table with women. You can be more sneaky, quite literally under the table. Haha, I get it.
You've
Uh
seen those ones. You've seen those videos. I've seen those videos.
yeah, exactly. Um I don't I'm not a I'm not this is unqualified experts. So, I'm giving me my most unqualified expert opinion.
We are not qualified for this.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I think that for guys, you're right. It's not as socially acceptable. And maybe it's because of people like me being like, I don't think you can be bi as a guy. It's funny. I've actually, when I was in high school, and I say, dated very loosely because this was like, I was like 15 or something. This was my 15-year-old boyfriend, and we like held hands and kissed. Like nothing even went further than this. He told me I had cute boobs once. He saw me topless one time. So like that was the extent of that, little relationship. But he was bisexual, and he would also talk about how cute boys were. And it was in like, I realized then that I was like, I'm not into this. This makes me less attracted to him, which I know sounds
All
not great, but that's just how I felt about it. I don't know.
right.
Like I guess
Yeah,
I just have a hard time with that one.
that makes sense.
Yeah. Moving on. Moving on.
Woo.
MA. It could totally be about posture. Yeah. That's true. The itty bitty titty committee ladies get back pain too. It's about posture, I think. Yeah. And I also firmly believe that because I've worked out my entire life and I've always worked back, like I've always done lat pull downs, I've done bent over rows. Currently I've got my barbell bent over row up to 70 pounds, and I was like so excited about it the other day. But I just feel like it strengthens your back enough so it pulls your shoulders back, and then you end up having good posture. And I just don't struggle with back pain like that. And like these things, don't get me wrong, they're heavy, but they're not heavy enough to be like pain heavy.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the only time I've experienced back pain is sitting in a car for too long.
Yeah. Yes. Or even laying, like I've had nights or times when I'm sick and I'm in bedridden for a period of time, and then my
Yeah.
back hurts.
Yeah. It's like when you're not doing anything for a while.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Inactivity. That's what does it. And because I spend so much time pacing like a psychopath, I feel like that also helps take care of that. I do. I just pace around all the time. Nick's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. I'm just pacing. Leave me alone. This is my existence. I can't help it. This is
Just pacing around.
just anxiety and ADHD. And I don't know. I can't sit still. I have to be exhausted to sit still.
Oh, did you know that walking makes it like walking in a different area, like stimulating your minds a little bit while you're walking and like thinking, it makes you think more creatively because you're like just doing you're doing an active action of walking, but the environment is like changing around you and you're thinking, and because the environment is changing, your thought patterns change and it creates new ideas. I read that a couple weeks ago.
That's awesome. Oh, that makes me feel so good about hiking and walking.
Yeah, it's good for
Ooh.
creative brain juices flowing.
So that's what I've got to start doing more of. Just walking, because I pace around my apartment, especially in the winter time. During the summer, it's easier to get out, but when it gets cold, it's like, ugh, I don't want to go outside. It's freaking freezing.
Yeah, I also don't like going outside when it's cold,
Mm.
but I'm also cold all the time.
Yeah, that's the problem when you're small. When you're a small, tiny woman, you're always cold. Damn it.
Yeah, exactly.
I know. I'm old nerdy. I'm worried. I'm working on bundling up properly. Like I'm working on finding the right layers, getting more long sleeves, thicker stuff. I need to get some hoodies and stuff I can wear under jackets.
I
Not
always just wear multiple leggings over each other until it's insulated enough, and then like multiple uh, hoodies or something. I just have so many layers of clothes I put on over the winter that I just like look like a Oompa Loompa. I guess a tall Oompa Loompa, but I'm like so yeah, it's so big.
That's true. That's true. You need to bundle up so you can walk out like this and you're just like doot, doot, doot. SJ LMK makes a good point in the chat. They said there's also a giant difference between these ladies' breasts and those poor ladies that have like triple G's and double H and shit by their teens. It can get out of control. That's a good point. Like there's a
Yeah.
huge difference between like I'm a triple D, I believe, which is pretty decent size, and I'm pretty small. But when you're getting into like G and H territory, that can probably feel a lot heavier. Like you imagine picking up one of those breasts and like putting it on a scale.
Yeah. Uh yeah, G's are pretty big. I mean,
That's cute.
when I was growing up I had G's cuz I was big. Also was like 40 pounds heavier than I am now.
I can't even picture that.
Yeah, my tits were a lot bigger because I had more fat in my body. But
I guess
I like it was just always hard finding a bra that fit. It was mostly for my problem.
what is it? What's your bra size now?
Um, I don't know. I haven't measured. I know it's bigger than my hand.
It's two hand bras.
Exactly. I hold them up and they're like, "Oh, there's more titty coming out of my hands." Okay, cool. They're bigger than my hands.
Bigger, hey, more than a handful is more fun.
Yes, exactly.
Oh man. All right, guys, we're gonna move on to another one. Heck yeah. My mother, who has been an incredible mom and brought two children all by herself, is sleeping with my sister's boyfriend. Uh-oh. My sister and him haven't been dating that long, but it's still wrong. I once saw it when I came back from college, but I don't think they saw me. I haven't been able to live peacefully ever since. Life has been incredibly difficult for mom with no dad in the picture, but whatever she is doing is completely wrong. I have no idea how to tackle this. Please help.
Wait. So, wait. Who's cheating on who again?
The mom is sleeping with her daughter's boyfriend. My grandma did crap like this.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's weird. I've never dealt with this ever.
And surprise, surprise, no one in the family talks to her and she wonders why. And that's
Bro,
just one of the shitty things she did. She's just a terrible person.
I'd say tell your dad, tell your sister. Wait, are they cousins?
No,
What?
there's no dad in the picture. It's a single mom. But
Oh, it's a single mom.
tell your sister. So she found
Yes.
out she came home from college and her mom was sleeping with her sister's boyfriend.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Terrible mom, terrible boyfriend. Got to tell the sister. Jeez. Get out of the house as soon as possible. And if you can, put her in a nursing home.
Put her in a nursing home. Oh my god.
I
Yeah.
mean, she's
Honestly,
horny. She's gonna have a lot of people to fuck in the nursing home because they're all horny.
yes,
Okay.
I was talking about that today with the lady at my gym. It was so funny. We're basically just talking about how, yeah, it's getting out of control in those old folks' homes. There's I know I talk about this a lot, but it's just so funny because there's like STDs running rampant. And at
Yeah.
that point, like if you're in your 80s and 90s and you can get it up and do that, STDs be damned. You're at the end of your life. Who cares at that point, right?
Exactly. I think that's the mentality.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I think that at that point just go for it. You're right. I don't know how old this mom is, but if the kids are in college, she's not that old. But no, she needs to, and I'm with Old Nerdy. If she's not doing that because of some deep-seated midlife crisis stuff, then she's a shitty person. She needs to, I agree with Old Nerdy. You need to tell the sister this all needs to come to light because it needs to force the mom to, it sounds like the mom brought up two daughters on her own and was a single mom, and it sounds like this daughter has a lot of good feelings for the mom. um
Yeah.
but I think that this is pretty bad. Like that's up there with like bad. I think that it
Oh
needs to come
yeah.
to light. The sister needs to find out, the mom needs to be confronted, and like at the very least have an opportunity to try to make it right and to become a better person, because it there's a lot, as David said in the chat, there's a lot of ick in this world. Um, and
Oh
I
yeah.
tend to be, this is my toxic trait. This is my problem. But it's not always a problem though. Like, so I guess sometimes it's paid off. Sometimes I've been, you know, uh, like proven wrong. It's just, I sometimes I've been burned, but I tend to want to see the good in people. So even if people do something shitty, I I wanna believe that people can change, and I don't want to, because everybody does shitty things in their life, right? Like, I don't want one person to be the sum of a couple of bad choices or bad decisions that they've made. So it's, I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. And I think it's also, like, coming from my family and looking at my sister,
Yeah.
I want them to be able to get better, and I want to give them that opportunity and be there for them and be like, okay, like how can is, but they have to do that work. And if they're not willing to, then that's when you then have to put your foot down, right? Like that's what I did with
Hmm.
my grandma. She continuously for years and years and years was a garbage person who did shitty things and just proved that she didn't care. And that's when I was like, okay, well, I can't have you in my life anymore then because you suck as a person.
Yeah, that makes sense. I've definitely I'm very picky with the people that I hang out with and spend time with because
That's
I
good.
guess I've gone through the process of trying to look for the good in everybody and have been burned a lot to the point where I'm like, well, I'm just trying to find out who are the cool people in the world. And there's not a ton of them, but
No.
there are some of them.
Yeah.
And I do meet them. And then whenever I'm hanging out with them, I like vibe check them. It's like a vibe that I get from hanging out with them. If it's positive, I'm like, okay, this is a good person. And I'm generally right about that. Um, but like if I feel off about them, then like later on something else will come out about them, like, oh, they did this, and I'm like, oh, I don't agree with that. Okay, I'm glad that like I got weird vibes off of them and I've never like dedicated more time to hanging out with them or something. But it's
Yeah.
just because of I've been burnt a lot.
Yeah, no, it's good to be cautious. You're right. It's Druium, yeah, that's the problem. I side was the unfortunate I usually end up burned. It sucks because more often than not, people will disappoint you. And that's, I think, what is so disappointing about it. But hi, discount superhero. Um, but it is good to at least be, it doesn't mean that you have to hate everybody, but it's definitely not
Yeah.
a bad thing to be cautious with who you give your time to. I agree.
Yeah. Exactly.
So that's what sucks. But I do think this mom should at least have the opportunity to
Explain
try to make
herself.
it right. Yeah, explain herself, try to make it right, work on becoming a better person, work on becoming a better mom. The problem with that is it needs to come out. Otherwise, that's never going to happen. So definitely tell everyone and confront your mom.
Oh yeah, confront her. Make a big deal about it. Tell as
Hmm.
many people as you can.
Yep, yep, yep.
Yep.
We got another 5 from Danuvo. Danuvo, thank you so much for the super chat. That's 5 from Danuvo, and she said, "Hey Zia, hey Mint, hi." Welcome to
Hello.
the stream, Danuvo. Oh, we're at 156.75. 78% of the way there. We've got a bit more time. We can do this. If not, it's been a hell of a goddamn streak. 147. If we do hit 150, if the streak does continue, I'm gonna do an ice cream stream, I think, and we're gonna go to Stewart's and get all the different flavors of ice cream I haven't had,
Ooh.
and just I Twitch Central. It's gonna be a good time.
Are you
If
going to
we
be
get there.
like bouncing all over the place by the end?
Yes. The last time I did a oh wow, we got another big one. The last time I did, well, not the last time, one of the times I did a bikini stream. I'm sorry, an ice cream stream. I was like eye twitching, spazzing out, just all over the place. And it was it was towards the end that I started crashing and I was like lying on the kitchen counter. Ooh, which I actually would try to, maybe we could set it up to do it in the kitchen, have a little bit of a different background. I could put
Ooh,
some
that'd be
pumpkins on
fun.
the counter. Yeah, that would be
And
really
easy
fun.
cleanup.
Exactly. Good point.
Yeah. Yeah.
We did get a big one from K-Max. K-Max. Old Nerdy, don't feel bad. It was a lot of fun. K-Max with a 24. Mr. K-Max, thank you so much. Oh my God, we got another one after that. You guys, we're just 10 away. We are 10 away if we hit it tonight. Mr. K-Max sent 24. Hold on, I gotta refresh this again because it's so annoying. There we go. Mr. K-Max said, Zia and Mint's view of double dates. Are they usually a bore or fun? Is it always key that your boyfriends get along and you get along? In general, both of you views on going on double dates. This is a good question.
I've never been on a double date before. Um, I've hung out with couples before. I think the idea for a couples hangout would be like if you guys get along, that's generally a good thing. But pertaining to double dates, like you're dating this person for the first time and both of you guys are doing that? Is that what's going on in a double date situation?
Yeah, I think it's like when you both go out. I've done double dates very, very rarely. Nick is not a double date kind of guy. He's not a like, let's go hang out in couples kind of guy, which is also fine with me. Like, I'm not really a big double dater myself, but we've done like where his friend and his wife and Nick and I went to go see Jim Brewer in Atlantic City and got dinner. Like, we've done stuff like that occasionally, but pretty rarely. It's not like a regular thing. I think it depends big time on the couple, as MA said, and I think it also depends on how well you get along with the other couple. It's awkward at first.
Yeah. I mean, I would imagine it is. You guys are just meeting each other for the first time.
Yeah. By the way, we did hit Bikini.
Woo!
You guys, thank you so much, James Evans and Zia's Fitbum. Hi, we literally just hit it. I'm gonna thank everybody because discount superhero. Thank you so much for the golden shower boy, and then Dan A with another golden shower boy, and he said 10 for a couple of tens, and then from Old Nerdy another golden shower boy. You guys, thank you so freaking much. Oh, do you want to change first, Mint?
Yes. I do.
Okay, yay. Ah, seriously, you guys, thank you so much. You guys are amazing. We're at 210.75. We passed it 105, 38% over Bikini Stream. 147? Is that what I said? We're at 147. Holy freaking crap. Thank you, backhand. Seriously, thank you so much, you guys. Oh, wow. So we're going to get to see Mint, beautiful Mint in a bikini. I'm so excited. This is why I keep asking her on. Thank you guys so much for keeping the streak alive. I can't believe it's still going. Like, it's truly amazeballs. K-Max, I can't get over it. I remember when Chody celebrated his 250 and I was like, what the fuck? And that's how I feel right now. That's how I feel right now. I'm like, holy crap. Ooh, James, holy shit. Congratulations. That's very exciting. Double date usually means a pair of friends hook up with a pair of friends of the opposite sex, like in high school. Yeah, Remy, that's, it's different, I guess, when it's like a group of friends, like you said. When it's a group of friends, then I think double dating maybe is a little bit less awkward. And I've been in double dates where it like felt okay, but it always feels a little weird. It always feels a little awkward. You never know if you're going to have something in common with both people in the custom. Evie, what is this particular plaid called? It's definitely called something, right? K-Max, no. I've hung out with Chrissy and Frank plenty, but I've never been on like a double date with them. Like I said, Nick is not like a double date kind of guy, which is also fine by me. Like, that's not, well, actually, no. Oh my God, I forgot we did go on a double date once or twice. It happens a couple of times. It's fine for a night, but it's not something that I would really like seek out. I wouldn't seek out being like, oh, hey, let's all get together and go on a date, unless it's something that maybe we're all really interested in doing, like going to a fight or going to WrestleMania, something cool like that. Hi, World Peace. Welcome to the stream. Healer, just a date partner. You know what's really funny? Nick would probably be fine with that. He'd be like, you're going to go in place of me? Sounds great. Have fun. as long as I don't have to be there. I love miniature golf. And bowling, K-Max. Like, we've done so much miniature golfing. Yeah, hockey game. Yeah, I was like, I've still never been to a hockey game, obviously, but I would go and check it out. Drew me his all-service tribute. That's called a chaperone. Extra non-fragrant. Thank you, Zia's Fit Bum. I showered today after going to the gym to try to work on making my bum fitter. I have a fitta bum, and I think it worked. I think that it's nice and clean and fit. Hopefully, that's the goal. That's the idea. I got burned a double date back in high school a few times. I got stuck with the lame one. Oh, that sucks, Remy. And then you go home and you're like, what is this crap? What is this? I gotta take my socks off. I'm actually getting hot. Yesterday, or actually today, rather, last night we went to sleep and didn't turn any air on because it was a nice temperature. And I woke up this morning and it was actually so cold. Backhand, thank you. Healer, how dare you? How dare you? I am 5'2". That is regular human height, lady height. Thank you, MA. Zia next Thursday or Friday will be Bikini 150. Holy crap, Saw. So yeah, we'll do an ice cream stream for 150, which means the snack stream probably will not be a snack stream. We might do something. Maybe it'll be a workout stream because holy friggin' crap, all that ice cream. I can't have a snack stream after that. Old Nerdy, I've never done a blind date. That's a tough one. Blind dates are tough because you're really just taking a chance. But think about, okay, does a blind date mean you don't know what the person looks like at all? Or do you consider, like after you meet someone on a dating app or online or something, do you consider meeting up with them in person? Is that a blind date kind of? Backhand, I don't know, something really cool. Maybe talk about Terrifier 2 and 3. Backhand. I don't know. If we get to 187, I don't even know. We'll have to do something fun. Old Nerdy, that's a good point too. Okay, so online. So you don't know the person at all. You don't know what they look like. I watched a Netflix show, Love is Blind. They speak through a wall. Yeah, I've heard of that. I've never actually seen that show, K-Max. It's not a huge like interest, but it does sound, I guess it sounds interesting. I know, Omega. They never see each other. And so sometimes when they finally have the big reveal at the end, a lot of people end up very disappointed, right? They've heard each other's voices but not seen each other. That's a tough one. Blind date is when your buddy hooks you up with his hot girlfriend's cousin. Remy, if she's hot, that's exciting. Physical attraction is very important. I agree. Blind date is setting up with a different friend they haven't met before, so there's a mutual. Okay, so yeah, so someone knows the two of you and thinks you'd be a good match. But as kind of like when Zia meets us IRL. Slasher, I have met very few people IRL because I don't go to a lot of cons. And so I don't get the opportunity to meet that many people. I feel like I would be nervous. I would be like, oh my God, I'm going to meet people that watch my streams. Like I'd be freaking out. But as Old Nerdy said, I think that does tell you a lot about how your friends feel about you, right? Like how attractive is the person they're setting you up with? Because they're probably thinking in terms of, are they on the same level as you? At least that's how I'd think about it, right? Online dating has legit helped destroy more good relationships with Phil of something new than it has helped people find a good relationship. I can't speak to that, Kyle. See, that's what's hard because I did meet Nick on Tinder. Like I met him on a dating app. And I think that it was, at least for me, when I met him, I just knew, like it was, I knew there was something different. And it wasn't long after, like, he was the last person I went on a date with on the dating app. And I don't remember exactly when I deleted it, but it was not very long after that and like never looked back. So like that's why it's hard for me. I can only speak from my own personal experience, and from my own personal experience, it wasn't that. It was, I fat. Oh my God. I love that top so much. I feel like I've either seen this top before online.
I already wore this on a previous one.
That's honest. Okay.
Yeah. But I was looking for the bikini I was looking for. I just like didn't put it in a good place.
I love it.
So I don't know where it is at.
So much. Oh my God, that bottom is so cute.
This bottom is new. Yeah.
I love it. Oh, you look so good. Look at your core. Hot damn.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Okay. You guys, I'm leaving you with the lovely Bikini Mint while I go change. No one's even going to notice when I come back. Hell yeah. All right. I'll be right back, you guys.
All right. Let's see what chat's saying. Hello, chat. Let's get them questions going. Got questions from me? All that fun jazz? All right. Hello. What do you... is that Mint Salad? She's hot as fuck. I am Mint Salad. Hello. Oh, hey chat. What should I carve on my pumpkins this Sunday and Monday? What should I carve? I don't have any ideas for what I should be carving on my pumpkins for my streams. So what's a good idea for a pumpkin? Also, we do have we got this. It's Perry the Platypus. All right. A bat. I should do nipples. Carve Art the Clown. Yu-Gi-Oh. That's fun. Spider. Ooh, spider's cool. A clown. You know what I was thinking? Because it's gonna have a candle on the inside because it's gonna be a jack-o'-lantern. It should have some holes for the light to go through. A cactus or a cat. Ooh, that's cute. Do I have German in me? I have 10% German in me. A bat. It seems like a bat is very consistent throughout the chat. Ooh, like the eyes. The eyes of the bat. Oh, I guess bats are blind, but still, the eyes could be where the light goes through. A scared black cat. Ooh, that'd be cool. A Friday the 13th hockey mask. Heck. Oh, Michael Myers or Jason. Ooh, more like themed Halloween ones would be a cool idea. Like I think yeah, for the Michael Myers one, I just do the mask or something. I think that's an idea. Carve a pumpkin holding a pumpkin in the pumpkin. That's fun. Bats aren't actually blind. It's fine. Oh, that's cool. Didn't know that. The classic jack-o'-lantern face. Oh my goodness, that's so cute. Chat, look, Zia's back. Look at her bikini. What do you think of her bikini, chat? Type 1 if it's awesome. Type 2 if it's amazing. Type 3 if it's spectacular. Type 4 if it's all of above. All right, chat. Get your answers in now. Type 1 if it's amazing. Type 2 if the second thing. 3, 4. Oh my goodness. Hell yeah. Zia, you're still muted.
I'm muted. I was laughing because I came in and I was listening and I was like, oh my God, these are all such nice answers. So this vote is for both of our bikinis, by the way. 4 if it's all of the above, all 1s and 4s in the chat, and choose any answer. It's fantastic. I seriously am obsessed with that top. It's so cute.
Thank you. It like barely holds anything. It's pretty nice.
I think that's why we all
And
like
the side boob spillage. I get that in a lot of my bras. There's just side boob spillage.
The side boob. Yes.
Yeah.
The side boob. Honestly, I think side boob is underrated. I love cleavage. Everybody loves a little under boob, but that side boob, getting some good side boob. Hot damn.
Good side boob.
Heck yeah. Well, hello, everybody in the chat. Hi, Brown Out. You guys, everybody's so freaking goddamn sweet. Thank you so much for getting us here. Thank you so much for getting us undressed and in bikinis. I mean, we're not undressed, but we're in bikinis. We're very Halloween themed. Look at us. We're so Halloween themed right now. I could dump a bunch of candy over my head.
Oh, nice. She's making it rain.
That was a mistake. I have to clean this up now.
Not nice.
Hi, Only Minutes Fright Club. Fright Club. I wonder how hard it would be to come across one of those cosplay. Like, how would I find one of those cosplays?
Like a Fight Club, the Fright Club cosplay?
No, from I feel like I'm not saying this right because it's been a long time since I've seen Heavy Metal, but it's a character from Heavy Metal. And I don't know if you've ever seen, it came out in, I was like the late 80s, right, you guys? But it's a cartoon. And there is a lot of big old titties in the cartoon. And it's just, it's truly fantastic.
Nice. Big old titties.
Big.
Who doesn't love them?
Right. I'm with, like, I don't understand people who don't like boobs. Like, I understand liking different sizes of boobs, and like some people like big boobs, some people like little boobs. I don't think there's any wrong answer here, I think. But people who don't like boobs, I'm like, really? Like, not at all? Yeah, the 80s. That's what I thought. Early 80s. Yep.
I mean, even if you like butts, like you gotta like boobs too, but you prefer butts.
Butts are great, but you got, yeah, exactly. You gotta like boobs too. Do not get me wrong. I love a good butt. But speaking of which,
I like a good butt with 2 T's. Butt with 1 T. Look at that butt with 2 T's.
Butt, 2 T's, 2 T's, 2 cheeks.
You have a more refined butt than I do, for sure.
I think you have a beautiful butt. I think you have a very lovely butt. I've seen many pictures of your butt, and I like as many of them as I see.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Does this work well with my butt?
It works perfectly with your butt. I think that butt deserves a round of applause. One's in the chat for the most beautiful butt. Let's go. Let's go. All the ones in the chat. What in the butt? Nice. FitBum, yes, you need to make a Mitts FitBum account. Oh my God. Yes, we need a Mitts. We need a Mint. Why can't I say Mint? Mint's Fit Butt up in here. Look at that. See? Look at all those
look
ones.
at all them ones.
Look at all them ones.
I like
Hell
the 69.
Yeah. Be proud of your butt. I like the 69 too. Having a fit butt is actually hard. Like, I definitely think that you have to work at having a good fit butt. Like, I've seen a lot of butts that are like, you should do something, yoga, squats, something.
Squats definitely help with the butt factor.
Yeah. Squats.
You got to eat and also work out. You got to eat and also work out.
It's hard work. It's like legitimately hard work balancing everything. Eating enough, eating the right amounts of things, eating the right types of foods, making sure you're getting the right like exercises in. Like, goddamn, I have a lot of respect for, like, I see, this is why I simp so much for girls online who have like, who, you know, do a whole fitness thing, as I'm just like, you've worked so hard at that. And that's why you look so amazing. Like, you sacrificed nights out, you've sacrificed cake, you've sacrificed like all these different things, and you get up and you go to the gym, and it's just, it shows in your physique. It's just impressive.
Yeah. Exactly.
God.
I'm always impressed. I'm like, how do you get yourself to work out every day?
Right? I say that.
Yeah.
I work out all the time. I love it. Ooh, oh my God. Serious slosher, those pistol squats. I swear to God, I'm getting better and better at them. I still can't get all the way up yet, but I'm getting to a point where I feel like my pistol squats are, I can get like halfway. They're fucking hard. Going all the way, like getting down is one thing, but even that, you end up falling over. The other thing that I started working on recently that I'm absolutely obsessed with are cable step downs. So you get up on a box. I'll show you guys. This is going to be for what's the word I'm looking for? Educational purposes, YouTube. So you hold on to the cable. It goes all the way down on the cable machine. I got up to 60 pounds for each butt cheek. You do one butt cheek. And essentially what you're doing is you're stepping up like this, and you're doing this while holding on to the cable, which is what's holding the weight.
Oh, wow. That's difficult.
It is killer.
And also you got to do work on balance too.
Balance, yeah, it's really good for your core. I've been working on those recently, and it's just all in the butt. I'm like those, and there's another thing that we've been doing, which is kind of like a what's it called? Not an RDL. What's wrong with me? Bulgarian split squat. Healer says, wait, show us again.
What's the difference between a regular squat and a pistol squat?
So a pistol squat is one leg. So you go down. Yeah, you go down like this while one leg is out, and you squat down like that.
Okay.
And then back up, which is, I can get down. I can't get back up. It's really, really hard.
Oh, wow. I got to do those.
They're good. They're good for you. Like it hits your quads like crazy. I don't know if it's just, because yeah, Kyle, if you have bad knees, for the love of God, don't do that. It is really hard on your knees. And you know what? Actually, Ben makes a really good point in the chat too. He says, but also women have to realize that the imperfections they see on themselves, no one else does, especially guys.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah. It's we're our own worst critics, and for the most part, I've seen guys who are shitty. It's mostly online, who are, you know, talking about girls who are beautiful, and they're like, I don't know, she's got a wonky eye, or she's got, and you're just like, oh, you could never get a girl like that in a million years.
Yeah, I mean,
But
to tell that somebody is like naturally pretty and somebody online is like trying to dismiss you, it's they always look for something specific because they can't think of anything else to criticize. So
right,
they'd be like, oh, you got like a butter face, or
right.
you got down not Down syndrome, what's fetal alcohol syndrome eyes or something.
They say some nonsense or they zero in on something tiny. But when it comes right down to it, I think most normal guys, which I feel like I do want to say this too, because there's a lot of extremes online, and there's a lot of each gender attacking the other one, and men always do this and women always do this.
Yeah.
I do personally think that a larger percentage of guys are just nice normal guys who are doing their best and probably think that women, you know, most of the women that they see are beautiful and would treat them very very wonderfully. It's and just like I think that most girls are probably pretty decent women who are just trying to find someone to love. It's just, I think that you see these weird polarizing extreme views. And there's this constant need to attack because they don't want to look at themselves.
Yeah.
I think that that's a big thing, is that people don't want to look at their own behavior and think, okay, maybe I'm the problem. So they blame everybody else. So it's like, well, I can't get a boyfriend, therefore it must be all guys. All guys, it's the guy's fault, not my fault, and vice versa, you know?
Yeah. That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
It's just, and K Max, you're right. Women can be ridiculously critical of each other, which I also think it
Yeah.
sucks.
Do you know the Dallas Cowboys
Yes.
cheerleading squad?
Yes, yes.
Oh yeah, they have like a documentary out. I think I watched the first episode, and they're so hard on everyone, which great standards, but like they're so hard on each other. It's ridiculous. Like a man could not be that hard on a woman without getting called out for. But because it's other women doing it, they're like, "Oh no, oh god, okay, I'm not, my contour isn't enough like this, or my makeup, my form isn't the most amazing, perfect thing ever." And like they find the nuances.
Yeah.
It's you should check that out. It's brutal. It's so brutal.
I think you're absolutely right too. These are things that women notice that guys are like, I have no clue what you're talking about. And we're sitting here being like, I thought she said contour. That was probably uttered a bit there in the behind the scenes of that. I mean, it's true. Women can be so super evil to each other. They can be awful.
Oh yeah.
We got another question from Kmax. First of all, Kmax, thank you so much for the super chat. We got another 5 from Kmax. We're at 215. He said, wait, I asked Keanu about feet. So with Mint, 1, does Mint have a wiki feet? 2, does Mint feel she has nice feet? And 3, does Mint get attention online or in personal life for feet? The foot seems sexual now. It's been sexual for a while.
Do I have a wiki feet? I haven't looked. Maybe. I don't know if I'm that famous.
I have one.
Like, you have a wiki feed?
Yeah. I don't think that you have to be like famous or to have
Okay.
one. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can find yours.
Yeah, I don't know if I have a wiki feed. I haven't checked. It'd be cool if I did.
Let's see. Yeah, you do.
Oh, I have a wiki feed?
You do. I think you have, your foot rating is 3 stars. Okay.
3 out of 5?
3 out of 5? That's good.
That's a nice foot rating.
That's a nice foot rating. And I see.
Do I think I have nice feet? I feel like my big toes they're less now, since I don't walk around all day every day or stand all day every day anymore. But they used to have like harder calluses. Now I just have like a permanent callus on my big foot, on both big feet. Maybe because of the shoe I was wearing wasn't properly fitted. I don't know. Um, I think I have decent feet. Like I lotion my feet every time I get out of the shower before putting socks on, so my feet stay moisturized. I guess I'm not like particularly huge personally on feet stuff. I know there's a lot of people. I do gotta make more feet content. I have some feet content on Autistic Boobs, but I do get some people who are like, "Oh, can I like your feet," or if they want to see something specific, they'll get like customs or whatever. But like,
autisticfeets.com.
oh, I need to get autistic.
You should. Artistic feet. I love that. Huh.
Yeah. So I would personally, I would like to get my feet massaged more, but that's like all the feet attention I would want.
Yeah. Ooh, foot massages would be nice.
Yeah.
I definitely think that feet also people have very specific things that they like about feet.
Yeah.
Like some people really like very wrinkled, the bottom of the feet to be very wrinkled, or they like the when toes are a particular length. Like there's a lot of weird that David, yes, there's probably a market out there for people who have 8 toes. I honestly think there are people who are really into that. Some people like really big feet. Like it's interesting. If whatever you have, there's someone out there who's like, yes, I am into that particular thing.
Nice. Yeah, I've encountered people who are like, "Oh, make sure to include the soles, but not the front of the foot," or vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yep.
It's a spectrum. Feet lovers are a spectrum, which extends to the length of the toe.
Yep.
Here's the spectrum length.
From heel to toe, they're
Yeah.
on that spectrum.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think, feet's an interesting one. I still would like to know the psychology behind how someone gets to be interested in feet.
Other fetishes. How do people get into other fetishes?
Yeah.
I
that's a
always think it
question.
stems from something they were exposed to in their childhood. That's where I think fetishes come from.
It has to be something. You're right. It's
Yeah.
something in their developmental years that it just there's some sort of Ben says a childhood trauma. Yeah, like it's their dads keep smacking them on their ass. Do you know women that are into feet though? That's a good. I feel like I've asked this question before. Guys have foot fetishes. Do women have foot fetishes?
I haven't encountered a woman foot fetishist. There has to be.
Right? It has to be a
Yeah.
thing. I just don't know any women that like it or or maybe that they just don't talk about it as openly.
That's true. Maybe I don't know actually. Maybe women are like, "Oh, I'm taking care of my feet," and that's how they get their fetish out because they're
Mhm.
taking care of their own feet and they have women feet. And guys are like, "Oh, look at the women feet." Are guys into men feet? Are
Oh, that's
women
a
into
good
men
question.
feet?
I feel like there are gay guys who are into men feet. That has to be a thing.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe. Who knows?
So strange. It's so strange. Also, Saw, I hope you feel better. I did see in the chat that you're getting all stuffed up. I hope you're feeling better and taking like medicine and getting a lot of rest. Definitely drink a lot of fluid. It's that time of the year where the weather starts to change and everybody you get colds and stuffed up and it just sucks. It sucks.
Get hydrated, eat lots of chicken noodle soup.
Chicken noodle soup.
Yeah.
I developed a sex fetish when I saw sex online through Nice. Wait, what? Mint's Fit Bum? Hey, we have a Mint's Fit Bum!
Oh,
There's
nice.
your butt.
Well, that is my butt. Thanks.
That's a good
my
butt.
butt's there.
That's a
Thank
very
you.
nice butt. Yeah. Popsicle
No.
tasting time. Oh, yeah, Whiskey, you could do a hot toddy. Have you ever had a hot toddy, Mint?
What is that?
So I don't know. I can't remember if the alcohol is whiskey or if it's something else, but a hot toddy is tea, honey, lemon, and some kind of alcohol, I think is what it is. Is it whiskey,
Oh.
Billy? Hey, Billy. Okay, so it is whiskey. Yeah.
Huh.
Hot toddy. It's supposed to be good for like healing sickness and stuff.
I'll have
Ooh.
to keep that in mind for the next time I get sick.
I've never tried it because I'm sober, and I found out about it after being sober. So I need someone else to tell me, okay, yeah, bourbon or whiskey. So I'm seeing both in the chat. Also, Fright Club, wonton soup is fantastic when you're sick. I agree. Wonton soup is also
Ooh.
fucking delicious.
I need to get some. I like to keep cans of soup around.
What's your
Just
favorite?
so my favorite soup? Ah, man. Chicken noodle soup is good. It's not like it's a good it's my favorite to have around.
Mhm.
But in terms of favorite soup, I really like a good clam chowder.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yes. Do you like it in a bread bowl?
You know, the I've only had it once in a bread bowl and it was pretty dang good.
I fucking love it. I think I just love bread. I don't know if it's because I still eat plenty of carbs. I eat protein pancakes every day for lunch and usually some kind of rice or pasta with my dinner. So I don't know why, but lately all I've been craving and all I've been wanting to eat is bread and cheese. I don't know if Courtney is still in here, but literally all I want to eat is bread and cheese. I walk by cheese, I'm just like, I just want to spread different cheeses on a whole loaf of bread and just, oh god,
I get that craving with crackers and cheese. I'm not
yes.
huge into eating bread. I prefer crackers. Do you think that bread tastes sweet? I've been told that people think bread tastes sweet.
Not really, to be well, it depends on the bread. Some breads totally do taste sweet. But I'm trying to think. Like a sourdough, I don't think is sweet at all. I don't think a nice
It's
French
sour.
bread or yeah, it's sour. But like French bread or Italian bread, I also don't see as sweet. So it's unless it's a sweet bread, really, not so much. Do you think it's
I don't
sweet?
know. No, I've never got that. Like
No.
someone told me that I was like, "What? I've never had bread that's been sweet." You
No,
know?
me neither. Um, hmm.
But I do
Billy,
prefer crackers with like meat and cheese. Woo, look at that.
that was for Billy. He gets loves and a good night, Billy. And Mama's roses. All right. King's Hawaiian is super sweet. Texas Roadhouse. Yeah, breads like that are sweet, but I think they're meant to be sweet. I think they specifically add extra sugar to them to make them sweet. But I think just a regular bread. What always bothers me is the King's Hawaiian rolls. They are good. Don't get me wrong. I do love them, but I've yet to see Punalu'u bakery sweetbread, and it is just, oh, I'm so sad that they haven't figured out how to. It's specifically on the island that I'm from. It's a local bakery, and I'm so bummed that they haven't made it out into the world yet because it's just magical. They sell it in these big loaves and they have different flavors. Like you can get guava, taro, they have regular too. Lilikoi, like they have all these different flavors. Oh my god, Slasher, it is sexual. It's a sexual experience. It's a sexual awakening. And when you have that, you'll understand the idea of the girls who smash their faces on bread. Have you ever seen that?
No, what?
Yeah, that's a thing. So I discovered there's this Asian woman. I'm sure there's plenty of them, but I specifically discovered this Asian woman who smashes bread with her face. And she just has all these different videos on YouTube of
Does
her
she just like
smashing.
have a loaf of bread that's already cooked?
Yeah, a loaf of cooked bread. And then she'll put it on the table and then smush it down with her face. It's so weird.
Well, why? Why would you do that?
I don't know, but she has so many views. It's crazy. I want to go out and get some
Maybe
food.
it's the ridiculousness factor that makes it so people are like, let's watch this.
I think
Look at
that's
this.
some of it, but I honestly think some of it is fetish.
Yeah, that could be it. Yeah. I don't know what the fetish is. Maybe they're imagining that the bread is somebody's butt or something and doing some imagination work, some mental gymnastics. I don't understand. I don't get it.
It's the bum thing makes sense, you know. They're imagining that's a butt. I don't get it either. There's so many weird. Another fetish thing. The world of fetishes. It's so fascinating. Is giantess one? Poonalulu sounds a lot better than couple.
Yeah, that's a pretty interesting one.
You don't like when I say I don't want to accidentally show my gumbo pot? I'm with you, Kyle. Sourdough bread is the fucking best. Oh god. Anyway, sorry, giantess. Have you ever seen the giantess fetish where the girl films at an angle where it makes her look huge and then she steps on
No.
things?
I've done some customs like that.
So
So-
fascinating.
It is interesting. I'm like, what? The only reason I always try to rationalize stuff with like fetish. Oh, because of it happened to you when something happened to you when you're younger, and it just clicked in your brain at some point. I don't know. And I was like, maybe you were attracted because some like woman was hovering over you and you liked being picked up. Or the vor one, I don't understand. Do you know what that is?
No, what's that?
It's when you have a sexual fetish of being eaten or eating people. And I don't understand that at all.
That's like the Army Hammer one, right?
I don't know what that means.
Oh, so Army Hammer is this actor that got in trouble because he had that fetish, and he was like, apparently he also got kind of grapey and was very rough. Some stuff like that happened, but I think the main thing that people were freaking out about was he was talking about how much he wanted to eat people, and like he would fetish talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen like drawings of people's interpretation of vor since like the early days of me using the internet. And so I was like, I grew up around it being normalized, but I've just never understood it.
Whoa. Okay. So Bob Saget says no. Army Hammer is a cannibal. Vor is eating whole and being inside alive.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like there's drawings of like people with big old bellies, or like a comic strip of somebody like just somebody slithering into somebody's mouth and then just hanging out in their stomach, I guess. But I'm like, bro, there's stomach acid in there. You're gonna get acided up. That's not a comfortable place to be at. This isn't someone's stomach.
That's so weird. That's so weird. I've never heard of that one. I've heard of the Army Hammer one, which I guess, yeah, that's cannibalism he's talking about. But this is okay. So being eaten whole and being inside and living inside. That's insane.
Yeah, and you get off sexually off of that idea.
Ah, that's so strange. Hi, Karis. What's up? I'm just, it's weird because I shouldn't be surprised by anything, yet there's always something that gets me where I'm like, wow, okay, that's a whole other thing.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun learning the new. You learn a fetish every day. The more you know.
More seriously, I feel like I do learn another fetish at least once a week. I find out about something new and I'm like, wow, okay. God, that's so strange. Oh, that's so strange. Do we want to end the stream on one more Unqualified? I don't want to keep you all night, but I just, seriously, you guys, thank you so much for getting us to Bikini Show 147 in a row. And I wanted to at least spend some time hanging out in the bikini. We did it. We did it. Do you want to end the stream on another question?
Sure, that will work.
Let's do it. Okay. My college roommate, who I've known for not that much time, has asked me on numerous occasions if I have certain pieces of clothing to wear or something she's seen me wearing. but we are not the same size. For reference, I am 5'1" and 108 pounds, and she's 5'7", probably around 150. Sometimes if she asks if I have something, I say no, but it's a harder situation when she sees me wear it. It's past the point where I can say I don't share clothes, but today she said she might wear a new top that I just bought. She's way bigger than me, and I don't want her ruining my clothes by wearing them, especially something brand new. But I also don't want her to think I'm insinuating that she's fat or something. She has body dysmorphia, but in like the opposite way. She said, "You're a little shorter than me, but I'm a whole half a foot shorter than her." I don't know what to do. I thought maybe if I say the size of something before she may back off, but then I'm wondering if it'll sound like this definitely won't fit you, which is true, but I don't want to be mean. What do I do?
Bro, just say, wait, how old is the tiny person?
They're
'Cause-
both in college, so I'm guessing around college age.
No, how like tall?
Oh, 5'7" is the tall one, 5'1" is the short one.
The 5'7" one is as big as me. As big as me. And so that would be me asking, hey, 5'1" person who is 108 pounds, can I borrow your clothing? No. I think the thing to do is just straight up be like, yo, you're 6 inches taller than me. It's going to fit different, and you're 50 pounds heavier than me. Doesn't mean you're fat. You're in the healthy BMI range, actually.
Mhm.
But it doesn't mean that our clothes are going to fit the same.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds like the 5'1", 100 pound person wears like extra small clothes,
Mhm.
and the 5'7", 150 wears medium clothes. That's not going to fit. You got to be straight up.
Yep, I agree with you 100%. I think you just have to be honest about it. I think the fact that she's worrying because she has body dysmorphia is nice. It means she's a nice person. But like she said, she's not saying she's fat. Actually, 150 and 5'7" is a very healthy weight. Like you should weigh that much. That's not like you weigh too much. I have a friend who is 5'7", 5'8". No, she's 5'9". And 150 was like thin for her. Like she was very thin at 150, but we still couldn't share clothes.
What 5'1" and 150 would be more concerning.
That would be exactly. But 5'7" at 150 is a perfectly normal weight for that height. It doesn't mean you're fat, but it does mean that no, you can't wear someone's clothes who's 5'1" and 100 pounds. It does not work that way.
Nope. I just think you have to be straight up. Don't try to hurt her feelings because you're saying something that is based in reality. Not like something subjective, like, oh, I think you're fat. Because what is the number really for defining somebody's fat? It's how they carry it too. You also have to consider that how they carry the fat on their body.
Agreed.
But like that's subjective. You're telling her an objective fact. You got to be like, hey, we're 6 inches on height difference. We're 50 pounds in body weight difference. Your clothes are not going to fit. So
please don't ruin my clothes. Please don't ruin my clothes. I also agree with Bob Saget. Filters are really effed with people's perception of themselves. You cannot look like a perfectly airbrushed person. That's not how it works. We have veins. We have blemishes. We have sunspots. We have scars.
Look at my veins.
We need them to take blood to our body. We have to have those. No one is this perfectly see, at 5'9", normal weight is about 160 to 170. Exactly, Healer. My friend was 150 and she was really skinny, but we still couldn't share clothes because she was 5'9" and 150 and I was 5'2" and 100 pounds. Like it's just different sizes. It doesn't mean she was fat. We were different size human beings. She was very thin. What was I saying? Sorry, I was like, oh yeah.
I don't know.
You can't be perfect. Like we cannot walk around looking like airbrushed creatures where everything is perfect. And it's true that filters have really, really made people think that there's something wrong with us when that's what everybody looks like. Have you ever seen pictures of people or videos of people after seeing photos of them and you're like, oh, they just look like still a beautiful person. It's not taking away from the fact that they're beautiful. They are, but they look like a regular person, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, I think it's also like the angles too.
Yes.
The angles, they change how the proportions look in a photo. So if you have like let's say you have like you think, oh, somebody's ass is really fat because they're taking a photo from down below and it's like of their ass, but then like you get to normal person level, it's like, oh, it's just an ass. It's not as big as I thought it was, or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you said, you're right, absolutely right. From down below, or even with a lot of those fitness girls, I've been tricked by those fitness girls. And don't get me wrong, they have amazing bodies and they work really hard for those bodies. However, they do know exactly how to stand, how to pose, and what angles to get the photo to make their butt look
Oh
huge.
yeah.
And then
Oh
you'll
yeah.
see a different photo of them
Very
just
unnatural poses. They have to
yes.
be in. They have to be like, oh, like you think, oh, she's being natural, but like really should be doing something like
Exactly. Exactly.
just a lot of bending in order to get the desired shape.
It's like crazy and they like stick like it's a lot. And yeah, no, Billy's right. Lighting too, the strategic use of shadows, like there's so many techniques that go into this and you find yourself looking at these photos of people on social media and just being like, why can't I look like that? And it's like they don't even look like that.
Yeah, they're tricking you.
Yeah, they are. It's true, Kyle. How many women use filters then get caught in a photo with no filters and they go from beauty to Grinch? Look, we all do it. I'm not even gonna lie and
Those
sit
are
here and
all of my photos.
yep, I was
They're
just
no-
gonna say, like but you know what though? I know you and I know me and I know like what you still look like you in your photos
Yeah, I don't
and in
do any
person.
filters. Like I don't have any filters. Like whatever color is in the room is from the lights.
The lighting in the room,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And I don't use Photoshop. The only thing I've ever done in photos, and I don't edit my body and I don't do anything like that, is I'll put like a thing to smooth out my skin. And
Yeah.
it's like on a low level and it just looks kind of like, oh, she's wearing good makeup. That's the only thing I've ever done to photos. I've never done any like skin editing or body editing or anything like that. And for the
I've
most part,
seen chicks who make it so their ass or tits are bigger.
yeah.
There's some editing apps where you can like add bangs to your hair
Yeah.
too, like in
Yeah.
hairstyles. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting. There's a lot. And then AI is now coming in and AI is massive and it's just like
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's wild. But it's part of the game. Everyone does it. And I do the same thing. I find myself looking at these photos sometimes and I'm like, fuck, that's such a good photo. Or like, God damn it, her skin is so good. Without realizing that it's just this, it's the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same thing. Moral of the story for men and for women, don't get caught up with people online because it's none of it's real.
They're all trying to
Literally
sell
none of
you
it's real.
something.
Mm-hmm.
And if
Yep,
it's for
yep, yep.
free, they're trying to sell you to they're trying to sell their image to be that. It's an art piece is how I like to look at it.
I
Like
love
each
that.
photo, because it's not like a 110% reflection of reality. I see it as an art. I see it as a photo being an art piece because of
Yeah.
that. That's how I frame it.
Yeah. I agree with you. I don't think there's also anything wrong with I've seen some beautiful photos that are clearly edited, but they're very cool. Like they're
Yeah.
just really awesome photos. The background, the light, like everything that goes into it, you're like, damn, that's a really fucking cool photo. And it is art and it takes a lot of creativity. And yes, it's edited, but it's still really beautiful to look at. So I'm
Yeah.
not knocking it entirely. I just think that we may have gone a little bit far and it's starting to become a bit harmful.
Did you see that like moms are suing TikTok because or
No.
a bunch of people, I don't know who exactly, but a bunch of people are suing TikTok over mental health mental health crisis over children because they use TikTok so much and
I
it's
would
affecting their mental health.
not let my kid have a TikTok.
Yeah.
Like if you're right, I mean, I guess it's hard to stop them from having a TikTok, but
Yeah, it's hard to stop kids from doing what they want.
Yeah, it's true. It's tough. It's you can be the best parent in the world and they're still gonna find a way. And that's what sucks about it.
Yeah, it's true. Uh, that is true.
It's a weird one. That's a tough one. I don't know how I'd feel about that. I do think that we spend as someone who even uses social media as a dad, I spend a lot of time on social media and that's part of my job and I've got to. I think sometimes people spend a little too much time there.
I mean, I agree. Whenever I feel like um I feel like become aware of how much I'm doing if I'm idling, like, oh, I'm scrolling, then I'm like, oh no, I'm scrolling.
Yeah.
I got to do something else. It's just, I get aware of it. But like there are a lot of people who just spend hours and hours and hours scrolling.
That's what I can't. You're right. I get caught up scrolling sometimes as well, or I'll look at an argument online and find myself like reading through the comments and that kind of stuff. I'll catch myself and be like, is this serving you any purpose? Not really. Like if it's something that I'm interacting with or getting something out of, or I'm interacting with my own stuff, then that's a different story. But it's very rarely that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a weird balance. I think in a lot of ways social media and the internet has given us, I mean, even just look at this community. It's awesome as fuck and it's a great way for people to connect and have a nice community without having to and not that like meeting up with people in real life is a bad thing. It's not but for some people it's harder. And for some people it's harder to find the time to be able to do that and the energy to be able to do that all the time. And so it's a nice way to connect and find like-minded people with cool communities. And I don't think that that's a bad thing, especially if it's a positive experience and it has a positive impact on your life. I think that it can be really, really great. But I think that it's also easy to fall down into that toxic side of things where you're not getting a positive experience out of it.
Yeah.
That's yeah. Social media.
It
It's I have a
exists.
love-hate. It exists. I think that there are great things about it, and I think that there are horrible things about it. And so I guess that's why I just try to focus on the good side of it and leave the negative side out of it. Like I block and mute people all the time. Like you're ruining my experience and my time is fucking it's a very finite amount of time that I have here on this earth, and I'm not going to waste it on your fucking miserable ass complaining about some bullshit. Like I want this to be a good, positive experience for me and for all of the people around because we don't got a lot of time, and I'm not going to fucking read your bullshit that you keep tagging. Like stop, just fucking stop.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah. Guys, this was an awesome show. Mint, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you for hanging out and going a little bit long. I know we went long. I just really, really appreciate everybody getting us to Bikini, and I wanted to hang out in a bikini a little bit longer. And I was also having so much fun talking with you and with everyone. Chody's gonna race next year. Yes.
Nice.
That is great news.
Woo.
Tell everybody where they can find you, where they can follow you. Everybody go support Mint and all the places.
I do them daily movie reviews. Every day at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And I think I've done 770 daily movie reviews in a row now.
Wow. That's
So
amazing.
it's gonna keep going up. I'm gonna keep doing it. Let's see if we can hit 1,000 daily movie reviews. Go to youtube.com/ASC Presents for those. And if you want to check out my spicy sites, go check out autisticboobs.com. That has all of my social media links at autisticboobs.com.
Guys, go do it. Go follow her and support her everywhere. She's fucking awesome. Thank you for doing this stream with me again. As usual, it was a great time and we ended up going long. And I always do that whenever I have a fun guest, and I love it so much. You guys, seriously, thank you so much for all of your support. Again, we hit 147 bikini streams in a row. If we hit 3 more, we get to 150. I'm going to make myself sick on ice cream. This has been so much fun. Seriously, thank you, guys. It means everything to me that I get to do this. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment afterwards because it really does help out with the algorithm. YouTube absolutely hates me. I saw Slosher in the chat. Honestly, I'm totally down. Chody hasn't said anything to me yet, so I will await his text. I hope so. I missed the Saturday stream so much. So fingers crossed, although I'm pretty sure I'm going to be home tomorrow night. I'm 99% sure I'm going to be home tomorrow night. If for some reason I'm not, if I get there late, I'll hop on. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to be there. So anyway, hopefully we can do that. I also have a lot of new stuff going up on the spicy sites. So you know where to find that. It's just XiaLand on both of those things. And yeah, I will see you guys on Sunday for another snack stream at 9 p.m. Eastern. Have a wonderful night. Get 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep, heathens. And have a fucking kick-ass start to the weekend. God damn it. All right, hold on. I know I have to end this. I know I have to end this here. And I have to end it also on YouTube. So I have to make sure I do this properly. Okay. I love you guys. Have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for everything. Wait, I got to do this at the same time. Okay. Bye.